One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Death is...
One enemy remaining.
Blocking sight. Yikes. Blocking sight.
Spike down. Spike down A.
A fine death.
Chill out.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
There you are. Shit. Sky, here comes it.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Nightmares.
One enemy remaining.
There you
Nowhere to run!
One enemy remaining.
got him. Satchel out. Got him.
Last player standing. Spike down.
It was you for me.
Oops.
One enemy remaining.
This thing.
Attackers win.
Silence. Enemy.
One enemy remaining.
So long. Amateur.
One enemy remaining.
Aw, someone try hard. One down. Yikes.
30 seconds left.
Be faster.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Sorry, we could not work out our differences.
Ooh. Enemy kill.
remaining.
Your fault.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Headshot.
30 seconds left.
Got him.
One enemy remaining.
Long.
Last player standing. Long.
Got you. Out of charges. Off your feet! Pardon, monsieur.
Got one.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Shot down.
One enemy remaining. 30.
Nailed him.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Sova.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Hello and welcome to day 2 of AMD SKYESPORTS GRANDSLAM Valorant Phase 1 gaming partner Logitech G, gaming rig partner Chroma, and alongside with broadcasting partner Loco. This is me, Edge, and joining me today is gonna be the one and only Daffy. So before we start on, Daffy, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great and I'm so happy to be on this desk along with you, Edge. And well, very excited about today's match, which is going to be between God Particles and Truerippers. I haven't seen Truerippers recently, but I'm really excited to see how they are going to play today on this stage.
Yes, I mean, it's going to be another BO3, right? Yesterday, yes, we did tell you guys it was going to be August 5 and Enigma, but there has been some slight changes
All
in the
right.
schedule. So we're going to be sticking with Truerippers and God Particles today. It's going to be one hell of a match, let me tell you that. I mean, both these teams, they've been playing really, really good in recent times. And God Particles as well. I mean, we all know they beat some really big names recently. So
Indeed.
the expectations and hopes are really, really high for them. And if they do not deliver here, Daffy, I am going to be disappointed first, and their fans are going to be disappointed, and the team itself, they're not going to be happy with themselves.
Well, absolutely. Well, I think God Particles recently, I think it was the IGL Shivi that he said that he's going to not play competitive after VCC. But I think the lineup does not suggest that. But I'm not sure. Wimp is also stepping in for God Particles. So we are yet to see who is going to play on the side of God Particles. So I'm pretty excited to see how Wimp will come into this roster and see the changes in the team itself. Let's see.
I mean, Shivi, man, once again, I mean, Shivi is kind of
Yeah.
like the IGL and the one that's leading everything for the side of God Particles, right? But yeah, before we talk
Exactly.
about today's game, let's talk a bit more about yesterday's game, because that was the day one and it was the first BO3. And we all thought it was going to be a 2-0, to be honest, after the first game. Exceeli Esports, they beat them on SN really, really good. It was kind of, obvious that T69 was going to win because, they were kind of wounded, right, as we were talking about. So Haven, they went all ham, and Binks once again shifted that raise after having a kind of disappointing performance on Brim. He shifted to that raise and he pulled off some amazing clutches, and that was one of the reasons that T69 did win in that second map. But then once again, moving on to the final map, well, it was, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, T69, they just couldn't keep up.
They just could not. It was just not possible. Well, we look quickly at the screen. This is the prize pool of this AMD's Grand Slam presented by Sky Sports. And we are currently in the phase 1 and looks like we have some changes, doesn't it, Edge?
Yes, I mean, there has been a slight change, but still, it's pretty huge still. Price pool of 10,000. And phase 1, the players, I mean, this is the phase 1, so we have 8 teams. 5th to 8th position, they'll be getting $200 each. 3rd and 4th position. Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about that in a while. But, I mean, I still have it. We can talk about it, but we'll talk about the brackets as of now. Exceeli Esports, T69. That was the first match, and T69 will move down to the lower bracket. And then there's August 5, Enigma Gaming, Team Snakes, Team Valor, but we'll talk about them later on because it's going to be Truerippers taking on God Particles today. And whoever wins this matchup is going to move ahead into the winners bracket, and whoever loses will be pushed down to the lower bracket, and no one wants to be pushed down. I mean, Daffy, you want to have that easy run to the grand finals, right?
Absolutely. You never should be focusing on losing and taking the lower bracket runs. No team should do that. Well, we are looking at South Asia's finest teams playing in this tournament. We have Exceeli Esports that did so well yesterday against T69. It was so unexpected to see them win other maps, actually, winning each other's map. And next we have August 5, and I believe that's the team that Ghost and all are playing. I'm not so sure what the roster is for them this time around. And we have Enigma how big of a name they have been recently, how deadly of a force they have become in the recent times since the addition of Exceeli and the coach YB. And we have Team Snakes from Pakistan, the exploit roster. That is one hell of a team that we just cannot count off it. And then we have Team Valor, we have Truerippers and God Particles, the top Indian teams as well. And well, it's going to be quite a fight. And well, the prize pool, as we mentioned once again, it is a 10,000 prize pool, and we are currently in the phase 1 where 2 teams will advance to the phase 2 where Global Esports and Velocity Gaming will be waiting for them for a fight for first place, where the winner prize is $4,500. That's a lot. Well,
That is. Yes, if you compare it to yesterday's prize pool, it's kind of, I mean, you might say it decreased, but guys, it's still a huge amount of money. Second place, they'll be going home with 1850. Third and fourth. So if you win, if you're the grand finalist in this phase 2, you'll not be getting anything, I mean, just yet, but you are guaranteed a $750 prize at least. Yes, and as Daffy said, 2 teams have already been invited. They are Global Esports and Velocity Gaming. But here's the schedule for today. It's going to be Truerippers taking on God Particles in a BO3 fashion. Once again, all the matches are going to be BO3s, the winner's bracket, the loser bracket, and the grand finals is going to be BO5, the upper bracket grand final, that is, not the loser bracket finals. So make that, get that clear. It's going to be a BO5, only the grand finals, and the winners of that, I mean, actually, the ones who make it to the grand final will be advancing to the phase 2 and also getting themselves at least $750. And do not forget the, the separate awards that we have. MVP, the one that I am most excited about. We have top fragger of the entire tournament. We have best clutch. Talking about best clutch, yesterday's Binks 1v4. I think that's gonna be there. That's gonna be a nominee at least. Highest aces. Well, we have a lot of players. I mean, it's not gonna be. I think it's not gonna be just phase 1. So phase 2 as well. So it's gonna be. I mean, there's SK coming in. There's Death Maker coming in. There's Strix as well. So there are high chances of them taking away these prizes, but at the same time we have something for the supports as well. Top assist taking home $100. So all these awards, I mean, not just the teams, but also just the players, even if they do not make it into the top team, make it into the top 4 moving on to phase 2, they still get something for themselves.
Yes, absolutely. Well, coming to the game, it is Truerippers versus God Particles. Let's talk about this team, Edge. We have seen a lot of God Particles in the recent times. Obviously, they were qualified for VCC. We saw a lot of showing for them. And I think their strongest map was Split. Do you still think Split will be played by them today, considering Shivy may or may not be playing?
Well, they put up a great show against Global Esports on the map of Split. So I think they are, yeah, as you said, they are really confident on Split. So they will be, they should be picking Split. But if Truerippers, I mean, unless Trueripper bans it, right? If they go ahead and ban it, then there's nothing that they can do. But God Particles also are great on the map of Breeze. So it's kind of confusing for the side of Truerippers to ban which map. It can be Breeze, it might be Split as well. But if you ask me, Split should be the go-to map to ban it. But it all depends on the players and how they play, right? Maybe they have some anti-strats for the map of Breeze. Maybe they have some anti-strats for the map of Split. You never really know. And Truerippers, well, we have the roster today, and I think, I mean, according to the roster that we received, Paradox is not in the team right now.
Yes, I actually saw a tweet from him saying that he won't be playing. I think he has some exams or something, and I think it's going to be Relic that is going to be stepping in for him, as we say that the veto is out. Well, looks like Truerippers are taking the safe way by banning Breeze because they know how scary God Particles is on that map, and God Particles doing the usual ban on Icebox, and we see Truerippers taking Heaven.
Yep. I mean, as soon as that map of Breeze was banned by Truerippers, God Particles snatches that Split. They're not going to let that go at all. The first map that they pick is Split, although the first map that's going to be played is Haven, picked by Truerippers, and attacking side is going to be God Particles. Defensive on the map of Split is going to be Truerippers, and then Ascent is banned, which is which makes sense, but at the same time, considering the the roster changes, I think Essence should have been played against Truerippers. But I mean, banned. Sorry, bind being banned. It's kind of obvious coming in for the side of Truerippers. But then at the end, now that is interesting. Although I did want to see an icebox map being picked because of the new changes, and I want to see how these teams
Yeah.
play on the new map of icebox. I mean, kind of like a new map. It's pretty much new on the map. On the side of B, at least, it's completely new.
Yes, indeed.
Fracture is going to be deciding. So that is going to be interesting because there are a lot of possibilities and it's a fun map. Let me tell you, those zip lines, well, it is a lot of fun. So if it goes the distance, which I don't think any of these teams would like to, but if it goes the distance, it's going to be Fracture and God Particles. They'll be on the defensive half.
Well, very excited to see a fracture come into play. Well, since the new patch, which was deployed 2 days ago, I'm really excited to see how the team approach the controller role. And considering Astra being nerfed so hard, is she still going to be picked? Is my real question here. We all know how Ember likes to play it, how strong of an agent Astra is, and how good Ember plays it on Heaven and Split both. And on the other side, I assume who plays Astra? I think it's
Uh,
Bones. Oh no no no. Hmm.
I'm not really sure as well. So we we gotta wait. So let's. I mean, I'm not exactly sure who plays what agent in this particular lineup, but as we all know, both these teams they've been playing together for a really long time. That's the first
Yes,
thing
they have.
to. Yes, the names. I mean, God Particles. The names have changed of the teams, but the players have stuck together, right? That is the thing. I mean, they did change orgs, so that is something. But at the same time, I don't think they're signed. I don't think God Particles is an org. I don't think it's a signed org, but it is.
It's still a team, yeah.
It's just a team.
Just a
So
team.
so yeah, the names have changed of the teams, but the players have stuck together, which is great because that's the important thing. The synergy, the chemistry between the players, and they already know what's gonna happen. I mean, who's gonna do what, so you know how to adapt to their game style. That is the best thing. That is
Absolutely.
the one of the keys. If you just stick around long enough, you will have success. And I think God Particles already
Indeed.
found their success a bit. They just gotta dig a little bit deeper right now.
Well, the new edition Wimp might be the key to the success for God Particles. But time will tell. I think we have some news that God Particles might be signing with an org pretty soon, of what we have heard on Twitter from the players itself. So that is a good sign for them. That shows that they are ready to stick together and work towards something bigger than what they have already achieved till now, and they have quite the potential to do so. Well, we can't really disregard Truerippers either. How great of an org they have been. They have been playing pretty well in the South Asian scene itself. And well, I think Paradox was one of the great players in Truerippers, and unfortunately, he won't be playing today. But I'm really excited to see how Relix is going to fill in the shoe of Paradox on that Sentinel and controller role, which is very exciting to see. Well, the first map is going to be Heaven, and we did see teams playing Omen yesterday.
Yeah.
And no one's picking Astra right now. But I
Mhm.
think Astra is still playable, and a lot of team effort and coordination is required. A lot of strategy is required for that. And I think since the new patch has just deployed recently, teams are not ready to risk on it and going for the safer option, which is Omen. And I
Exactly.
think Brim is also a great option as well. But on Heaven, you're just limited to 3 smokes, and you need to be close to a particular site or something, which limits the controlling ability. So I think that is why people are picking Omen, and I think it's working out pretty fine as of now.
I mean, I think the positioning of the smoke, like he has to kind of be close. He cannot be on C and smoke A. I think that is the only concern because Stim Beacon has been completely buffed. If you ask me, the speed boost, man, it's completely insane. But once
It's
again,
insane.
I'm gonna say the same thing that I said yesterday. I'm still looking for someone to pick that Yoru. What are the chances in
Oh.
this map?
Absolutely, we would love to see Euro. I think Euro has been pretty fun. I played it yesterday, and I think it's a fun agent to play. But still, esports wise, a lot of strategy needs to be placed, and I don't think it's much viable on all the maps. I think Bind would be still
Yes.
great for Euro. We have seen it in the past, people playing it on Bind. I think it can be great addition to it, but still, I don't think any teams want to risk that right now. They just want to play the safer option, which is probably going to be Omen, probably a Cypher, maybe Killjoy, and we have Sova. I
We
think
have
Sova is a
Chamber.
must on Heaven.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sova
and
is like a
Chamber,
must.
Truerippers, they love Chamber on Heavens, and I expect them to play Chamber today as well. It should be quite a play to see. And I think Sova is a must, and a lot of teams prefer Sky as well if they are going for the double initiators, and
Mhm.
no double duelists really. So let's see what these two teams decide to play on this map.
Yes, I mean it all depends on these teams, what they have practice with and
Hmm.
stuff. But if you still ask me, Sova is like mandate on the map of Haven,
Hmm.
right? He has a lot of lineups and
Absolutely.
everything, and also Astra is still good, but at the same time that one reduction of star, that
Yeah,
reduction
that's
of
me.
1 star is the thing that's playing with everyone's head. That's it. It just got into
Exactly.
everyone's like an Astra. He has 5 stars. He can spam here and there. But now with that
Hmm.
reduction of one, everyone's just moving away from her. But I mean, I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
it's gonna come back. But also, this is gonna sound weird or stupid, or whatever you wanna call it. But I've seen some players pick Viper on the map of Haven. So Viper
Ah.
can be good again because he can completely wall off garage, C mid, sorry, C long, and also B entrance, and he can use that smoke to block off either A shot or a main. So that is a really good setup for the side of Viper on the defensive half. I'm not really sure how he plays on the attacking, but as we know,
Hmm.
attacking he only has one wall, right? So as soon as he
Indeed.
commits the wall, he cannot retrieve it back. So that is the only drawback of Viper on the attacking half, because you can. I mean, once you commit it to A, you only have that the smoke cloud to work with
Hmm.
from if you want to go to B or C. So that is the only drawback, and I think that is the only reason why people are moving away from her. Because with her ultimate, the Viper Spit, there's
Hmm.
I mean, if you have it activated on C, B, or A, there's no way they can
Hmm.
retake the site because the sites are so kind of closely cornered and everything. It's kind of hard to retake without a drone or without someone at least going in and is ready to be a sacrifice or something, because there's just CT or A heaven, or and from B it's just C link, A link, or maybe mid. If you hold on to mid, then there's just A link and C link, and from C it's either garage or CT.
Hmm.
It's completely closed.
Yes.
It's not even like it's a wide angle. So I think Viper is still a really good pick. But once again, we don't see a lot of teams picking Viper. Just some random pub players picking it. But I'd love to see a dual controller and maybe a sentinel in the form of Cypher, because Chambers has been there, and we all know. I think Master plays Cypher really really well. Right? Even Relics, I guess, he plays a really good Cypher. So I'm looking forward to see some insane sentinel players coming in from the side of Truerippers.
Well, it should be exciting to see that. Well, coming to Viper, I think Viper has received a massive nerf as well, since when you raise the wall and poison orb, your poison decreases by 50% more, which causes you to not use it simultaneously at the same time. But there was a time where Viper was being played on Heaven, but I don't think we have seen it in recent times. And well, I would love to see it come back onto Heaven because it's such a big map, and
Mhm.
maybe you can actually get a lot of control. But I think two controllers is a must. If you are picking the Viper, you need one more controller on your side, either it be Brim or Omen or Astra. Then it gives you more space to do more stuff all around the map.
Yes.
Just a thought, though.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that, because Viper, as soon as she's on the attacking half, kind of can be
Mhm.
played as a sentinel as well, right? With the Viper's with the wall and everything.
Mhm.
So we have a lot of players saying that she can be played as a controller and a sentinel/sentinel.
Mhm.
But yeah, it all depends on these teams. And talking about Haven once again, on paper, it is attacking favorite. 3 sides, pretty huge map.
Absolutely.
But yesterday
Mhm.
we have seen some insane defensive plays as well, and usually we
Mhm.
see some insane defensive plays. So on attacking, it is favored, but at the same time, if you know how to defend the site very well, I mean, you only need to defend one side properly, because you can have your players on A and B, and if you have
Mhm.
some sort of setup on C, using your maybe your chambers util, or maybe your a Cypher's util, then you can just leave the side and play in garage and help towards B or A. That's gonna be that's one way of playing it. So I'm really looking forward to see what kind of setups these teams play with, and we're still waiting. I think we're just waiting for one of the players to jump back on. Slight technical difficulties. We have all been there. So we're just waiting for the player to come back, and after that we will be jumping into the game. So don't worry, guys. It's gonna take a little longer.
Yeah, till then, we are here to give you some analysis about the game on what to expect or not. Well, the first map is Heaven, and second map is going to be Split. As expected, what we talk about, God Particles, they didn't want to leave that away, and we know how strong of a force they are on the map of Split. They are, I think, the only team that plays KO on Split in India, of course.
No, I think,
And
I mean, Sai plays it as well. So he was in another org earlier on.
That
so
was
he
before.
used,
I mean, in
yes.
recent times. Yeah. So, well, I think that KO is such a strong force on Split, and they played so beautifully, and it's such a treat to watch them on Split, and they have been doing so well. They have taken the big names down as well on that map. I think it was Global Esports as well. And well, looking at the bracket once again, it is a double elimination coming here. There are 8 teams from South Asia, the top names that you can think of, that are going to be playing here, which where 2 teams will be going towards phase 2, where they'll be facing Global Esports and Velocity Gaming, the winners of the Valorant Conquest Champions.
I mean, once again, talking about all the teams: Exceeli Esports, T69, Orglas 5, Enigma Gaming, Team Snakes, Team Valor, Truerippers, God Particle. These are the 8 teams in phase 1, and 2 of these teams will be advancing to phase 2, where, I mean, there are 2 teams already waiting for them: Global Esports and Velocity Gaming, right? Those 2 teams, I mean, some big names there, and they rightfully deserve it as well. I mean, with the kind of performance that they've been having in recent times, I mean, not just recent times, I think for a really long time now, these 2 names, they've been stuck there. And Enigma, let me tell you, Enigma have made themselves a really good name as well right now, especially after the addition of Exceeli, as you said. And also, you gotta hand it to YB, man. You gotta hand it to YB, the coach. I mean, as soon as he stepped in, things have been, I mean, it's just going up for the side of Enigma Gaming.
Absolutely. The addition of a coach that plays a big role. I think a lot of South Asian teams, they are not really exploring the coach role, and Enigma, they have done it, and I think it has shown a lot of result. The progress that they did in the few months, it shows that a coach is a must in a team. And YB has been bringing so much structure, bringing so much strategy, so much different approaches for the team. They look like a top tier team. It was unfortunate that they could not make it to top 2 in VCC, but they are still one of the best teams in the whole of South Asia. And well, all credits to the roster and especially YB on that.
Yes, I mean, they are not in the top 2, but they're still in the top 3. So it was great.
Absolutely.
It was great, and they were the first one to qualify. Don't forget that they did win that VCC 1.
Oh yes, they were
So
the first winner.
Exactly, they were the first winner. So no one expected that coming in, to be honest. I mean, yes, we did expect them to put up a really great show. No one expected them to completely win the entire thing and beat Global Esports as well. That was a surprise, but I wouldn't call it an upset, but that was a surprise because we all know that they had the potential. But I mean, other teams as well. Team Valor. Let's talk a bit about them. I think we're all kind of just talking about the other big names. Team Valor, on the other hand, there are some names there that are well known in the community as well. And they're really good. Let me tell you that. They've been winning some tournaments in recent times. I gotta tell you that.
Well, Team Valor, a force to reckon as well. We'll be seeing them in action pretty soon. I think it's day after tomorrow that we'll see them in action. Well, the map veto once again on the screen. This is the quarterfinals upper bracket between God Particles and Truerippers. The first map is Heaven, second being Split, and the decider is going to be on Fracture. Well, on the attacking, it will be God Particles. It is a very attacking favored map, Heaven, and we know how strategic approaches God Particles have in this map.
Hmm. Yes, and then moving on to Split as well. I mean, we all know how good God Particles are on that particular map. So I want to see what kind of strats the side of Truerippers are going to be putting up to counter any players that God Particles have. And once again, Raze is going to be picked. I mean, Raze has to be picked on the map of Split. That is just an insane agent there. But also, Fracture. If it goes the distance, Fracture is going to be another map that, we haven't seen both these teams play as much. So cannot really say who I think might win. But yeah, what do you think about the map of Haven? Who do you think is going to come out on top? Or do you want to wait for the agent select?
Well, yeah, I think I want to wait until the agent select is being showed, where we will see what kind of approaches the team will be opting for. Then maybe I can say, maybe give my thoughts that this team might actually close it out, looking at the structure of them, their agent composition.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Although, I mean, just taking a look at the map veto, who do you think might come out on top?
Well, I think I might give it to God Particles just because they were playing in VCC and they were the top contenders and they did qualify. Uh, I think both qualifiers, Indian qualifier 1 and 2, they
Hmm.
were in the top 4, I assume, if I'm
Yeah,
not wrong.
I
And I
guess
think
so.
that shows that they are a stronger team on paper, of course. But the recent patch, the recent roster change, Wimp coming in for Shivi most probably, and Paradox being replaced by, I
Relic.
assume it's Relic, yeah. So still, there are new people in the roster that might change a bit of synergy between the team, or maybe it might just add much better. Maybe the teams will enjoy it and actually just stomp on the opponent. So hard to say, but I will be more favored towards Scott Particles taking this 2-0 actually.
Oh, surprisingly, I was gonna say the same. So I think God Particles has this in the bag as well. Especially, I mean, yes, it can be a plus, but at the same time, I think it's gonna affect the side of True Rippers. I was gonna say True Particle for some reason. I'm just combining both these teams. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I
Shaky
think not
name.
having Paradox is gonna be on the downside for the side of True Rippers. But with that, we have the agent select already
Oh,
done, to be
let's get it.
honest.
Let's see it.
There
Well,
you
well,
go.
well. So Omen, not a surprise there. That's a safe pick. Like we said, Astra being nerfed, the safest option in esports would be Omen for now, especially Haven, which is a big map. And well, we do see Relic on the Cypher, and Crosshair is going to be the Sova, whereas we see Master on the Breach. I think they have played this setup before as well, but we are not seeing a chamber, so that's a change. I think chamber was being played by Paradox, if I'm not wrong, previously.
Yeah, one tap God or Paradox, they pick up the Ember. Sorry, they pick up the
Chamber.
Jet and Chamber. So I mean, it's gonna be one of them just switching things up. But once again, that is a great lineup having dual initiators on the map of Haven. But the thing on God Particles, there's no Vimp for today. It's gonna be the same old God Particles. So the synergy is
Good
gonna
to
be
see
insane.
that.
The synergy is gonna be insane, and I'm just happy that I went for 2-0 because I still strongly believe that it is going to be a 2-0 for the side of God Particles. And Skygosh sticking to that Sky. Knight Rider has been insane on that Jet recently. Ember, great Omen as usual. Logista on that KJ holds on to the side, does not give up whatsoever. And the Shivi, I mean, his calling is absolutely insane. And him being on that big brain Sova, well, let's see. I'm just waiting for some lineups. I just want to learn some lineups, man. That's it.
Absolutely, it's great to see Shivi is still opting to play and not quitting just yet. Well, that increases the odds of God Particles winning, keeping that synergy impact. And well, and there's not much change on the lineup as well. Just Astra being replaced by Omen. It might make some differences on setups that they previously had because Astra's gravitational well and the stun that she has makes a big difference when executing. Well, they are on the attacking side. Maybe we'll see some traditional stuffs coming from them. A lobby control, that is a must on Haven, and that can be easily done when we have an Astra. But how do they approach now? That will be very interesting to see from these sides. They still have the agents to make sure they get that control. But how do they approach it this time? Let's see. And well, Truerippers, they are on the defensive side. They do have the breach, which is amazing to see. I think Heaven breach goes really, really well. And they do have the Cypher for that defense as well, which will be played by Relic, who is going to be replacing Paradox for today, or I'm not sure. But today he will be the one playing. And Cypher is also a very good pick. And Cypher can pretty much anchor a side all by himself.
Yep. Oh boy. Well, once again, having that dual initiator is going to be really helpful, especially on both defending and attacking side as well. Having only one duelist on both the sides, so nothing to worry about there. Both the teams opting for Omen though, as you mentioned. Safer side for both these teams, but Cypher versus KJ, that is a battle that keeps going on forever. I mean, Cypher does have the global presence, but KJ, well, that lockdown is crucial, but at the same time, having that turret is always beneficial. But once it, moves, once the KJ moves away from her turret and alarm bot, they turn off. That is the only thing that absolutely bugs me up. I mean, before, I mean, it was a really long back. KJ had a global effect as well.
Indeed,
Right.
it did.
So it was really really long back and long time ago. But right now, she doesn't have that. She has a range, so they kind of have to be have to have that in the back of their head. At least Logista himself, but he knows how to play KJ, so nothing to worry about that. I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't know how to play KJ, but having that Cypher, I think, is. I mean, okay, forget about me. What do you think? Cypher versus KJ. Which one would you prefer on the map of Haven, especially?
I think it's definitely Killjoy for me. You know why?
Okay.
Well, Killjoy, previously when I was playing in a team as well, we preferred Killjoy just because on the defensive side, she could pretty much get the information. You can pretty much leave a site and play in a position, like supposedly you're playing B, and you can set up a turret in garage that could watch both garage and C. So even if you leave C in garage, that gives you information. And well, Cypher, maybe you might not even hear, and Omen might TP, Jet might updraft and just dodge it all. Well, maybe a spy cam might help, but well, Killjoy's nano swarms are the most important thing. If a team is very aggressive, likes to execute A rush, B rush, C rush, those nano swarms do a hell of a damage, and I think that comes in very handy when you're playing Killjoy. So it's still a choice on what the players decide to play. It all depends on how the player likes to play it, and I think Logista plays Killjoy very nicely, and especially on this attacking side, she has some setups. And well, just as that, we'll be diving into the match now as we see the action going on. An early recon towards A lobby to give some information to Truerippers. They are not gonna get any, as Relic seems to be set up on A.
Right here.
Oh boy, look at this. Well, this is the first match, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they play. And Logist already made his way into the B. Okay.
Oh my god.
How I don't think he spotted at all, and he's making his way towards yelling, "Oh no, how did they let this happen?" He's still...
And Bones.
Oh,
Oh. Well, he just spotted him right on time as Relic has found Shivy as well. Now it looks all falling apart for God Particles as Relic has found his second kill and the third on the team. And now Knight Rider along with Ember left in the 2v5 in this pistol round. The spike is down towards the Sewer's position. Ember. He knows where Relic exactly is. And the Knight Rider, he's gonna find one, but Relic is pushing for more. The new addition to the team is making an impact here, making his name right here as Crosshair is going to close out the round. And Truerippers are gonna take the first round, Edge.
Oh boy, look at that. Truerippers is feeling really, really confident right now. And Relic, you know, that's nice. And I really like the boot camp, you know, the dark theme in the background. Yes, I tend to talk about things that doesn't really matter and don't really matter. But here's the thing, that was just looking really beautiful, right? The boot camp in the back, like those black background along with those RGB PCPs cabinets, something.
Well, it does look very clean.
Yep.
Bootcamp that's what you need as a player that is trying so hard.
That's
to
your
compete.
dream, isn't it? That's like, I
It
mean,
is
every player's dreams.
absolutely, because you're putting in so much work, and bootcamp is something you need so that you can grow as a team, synergize, and I think that is great on the side of Truerippers. Well, going to this round, this is a pretty much an anti-eco round for Truerippers, and well, it is already down to a 3v3. We see Master with a Ghost, and Bones, he's gonna hear all that footstep. He's gonna relay this information as the spike is being put down by Scar. Is he gonna put it down? Yes, the spike planter is gonna go down as Bones just swings right on time, and he knows there's one more player towards A-Link, and that is going to be Shivy. And that recon is gonna delay it, and Bones is gonna take him out. A pretty comfortable round for Truerippers. Even though it was an antique round, they are going to take 2-0.
Oh boy, 2-0 obviously, and God Particles. This is going to be an interesting round. Now, a crucial round as well. You know, if Truerippers get this one, then God Particles, they might have to, you know, work a bit to maybe a little harder. And also, it is the attacking favored map, and look, Truerippers got themselves 2 already. I mean, if any team gets 5 or 6 on the defensive half, that's a great, great half, at least on the map of Haven.
Absolutely. And look at that aggression coming in from Truerippers right there. One tap God going in along with the flash from Master right there. And Master, oh, he finds Night Reader. And Scar God, he's going to trade him out as Shivy has found Master as well. Now it is a 4v3. Considering this is a bonus round for Truerippers. Bones, he's going to find Embers, who was trying to lurk towards C, trying to gain some information. And now Shivy. Has he spotted Relic?
He didn't. Oh, no, he did not. He was just hoping. I mean, he was kind of predicting it. But now down to a 3v2, and Truerippers somehow managed to get themselves a man advantage along with Scargod down to 62 points of health. This is not a great thing if you ask me. And also, the fact that it's a bonus round. Well, I gotta say, even if Truerippers lose this, it's a great bonus.
Well, you never want to be giving away the bonus round. As long as you can take it, you want to play it absolutely safely, and that is exactly what Truerippers is doing. They are giving away Seaside for now.
30 seconds
Looks like
left.
they want to retake it. They do have the abilities to retake it, and God Particles, they're looking for some picks. They have the superior weapon on this round right now. Scargod, he's gonna put the spike down. Crosshair is gonna hear that. He does have the recon dart available on him as he waits for his teammates for backup. They want to do this together. They don't want to throw out this bonus round that they can win.
Oh boy. And now a 3 versus 2 retake situation. Scargod is low, so they can actually do this. But look at Relic. Oh no, easy. This is gonna be an easy one. But that smoke, he's gonna be playing a crucial role, but Logista just walks casually out, and Scargod is the last player. He's gonna be saving that Vandal. That's a beautiful round coming from Truerippers. 3-0, and the bonus goes into their favor as well. Bones, I mean, they only lost 2 players, so that is a great bonus. And God Particles, well, something is not going their way. Something, I think. Not really sure. It's still pretty early to call things, so we're just gonna hold up. But we didn't talk about this. I mean, Daffy, scope prediction, oh man.
well. It looks like they have some game plan with them. The fault line and the flash coming in early that gave one tap God the space to be aggressive, and I think that is the crucial thing that happened in the round that just caught God Particles off guard. And slowly it slipped away. And now Bones, I think he did spot 3 players there. That now he's gonna relay the information that the God Particles team is on half by. Just sheriffs.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
I mean,
Scargod.
just a pretty basic buy coming in, a couple of sheriffs, and the Vandal that's been saved from Scargod. So they kind of have to maybe get a couple of kills. They will retrieve a couple of weapons, and then they can turn this round upside down. But let's see. I'll just give away his position there. Scargod still sticking to that Vandal that he had. I thought he was going to give it to one tap, but that didn't happen. Beautiful flash coming in. And look at that. He's gonna be peeking. There you go. Wait a second. Did I just say Scargod giving it to one tap God? Oh my god, I just confused both the Jets. I meant Knight Rider. Why would he give it to his opponent? Oh my god.
Well, anyway, it looks like God Particles, they are going to put the spike down. Considering they were on a half buy, they have the spike down now. And Knight Rider, he has that Blade Storm available. And we know how deadly that ultimate is. If he can get a couple kills right here, that might just close out the round for God Particles. As SkyGod has found one. And Knight Rider, he's going to find one as well. And Master, along with Relics, now in a 2v2 scenario as Knight Rider, he's gonna find one, but Master in 1v2 now, he's only on 40 HP, but Knight Rider, he's gonna find his third and close out and give the first round for God Particles. Not a round that they would have hoped for. Does that count as a thrifty round?
I don't think so. But that, I mean, we can just call it a thrifty round. Look at that. I mean, that Knight Rider on Blade Storm was absolutely beautiful to watch. And him on Jet is just insane, let me tell you. And that was not supposed to happen. Truerippers, if they could pull off a bonus round, that round should have been in their favor like 9 out of 10 times. But that 1 out of 10, that was this particular round, and got the God Particle side first on the board, 3-1. But still gonna be a full buy coming in from both the teams. They have a lot of economy. One tap's position has not been revealed, just a breach taking down the drone. There is the Owen's ultimate on the side of Truerippers. There's also Seekers available for God Particles.
Well, just trying to be very sneaky, trying to gain some information here along with that recon dart. That is going to clear out the close angles, but he needs to be careful that no one's around the corner.
Got your trail.
And I think they are aware of that as the Seekers are being deployed on the side of God Particles. That is going to give them so much control towards C and Garage as Bones and one tap God are caught off guard by Knight Rider as he gets 2 kills right there. And now the rotation is coming in from Truerippers, but are they going to be able to help? But Knight Rider, he's gone for third one there. He is looking absolutely crispy right now. Does he go for the ace? I think he deserves one with that beautiful entry for the team God Particles. As it seems he is going for more. He's gonna find the fourth one as well. Crosshair is the fourth victim for him, and now it is just Relic in a 1v5 for Truerippers. As Relic, well, ace denied.
So if he would have gotten that ace, he would have already been a contender for the highest aces already. Because I don't think we've seen any aces just yet. So he would have been the first one there. And the SkyGod is going to get a freebie. Takes down Relic. Make sure that no weapons are saved on the side of Truerippers. God Particles. Well, there you go. Getting that momentum in their favor. And Truerippers, the economy now is kind of looking in jeopardy.
Well, it certainly does. Well, Relic denying that ace from a Knight Rider. Well, he deserved that one. That beautiful entries was so good to see. The execution from God Particle, that shows that they are absolutely in control of this game. They just lost few rounds, but they seem to be looking to build up that momentum on the side of attacking. That Cloudburst is gonna deny some vision, but he gets revealed in the end. And well, God Particles again and again taking this A lobby control. As we mentioned before, they want to make sure they do get it. Before they had Asha, now they are doing it with the help of just Sova and the Trailblazer, and it's working out fine as Kargod. He's found the first kill. That was one tap God. He was on the Blade Storm there. Not much impact. That's Crosshair. He's being tagged there. Oh boy.
God Particles, well, they are making it work somehow, but Truerippers, on the other hand, look at that, they got one frag and that's it, and now it's all down to Breach. He has a weapon in hand. If he can get maybe a couple of kills, then this round is not as bad as it seems, but it's still gonna be an equalizer, 3-3, and the spike planted towards B. Master, I think he's gonna walk straight in the crosshairs of SkyGod any second. He will peek him. He misses a couple of shots there, and now look at that. The flash comes in. Recon, the shock darts actually will be the one that takes him down. I mean, it was a flash, a smoke, and a shock dart. There was just nothing he could do there.
And they didn't want to allow him to save that weapon right there. And well, Truerippers and God Particles, it is 3 each now. The scorelines have tied 3 rounds consecutively for both the sides. Now it comes down to a gun round that might actually matter for Truerippers here, as their credit situation looks very tight right now.
Yes, it does indeed. And we have the operator out on Knight Rider on the attacking half. And he goes out. One tap. Okay, what happened there? Okay, one tap go. That was insane. He got the kill into Knight Rider and then takes out Shibi instantly in the blink of an eye. 2 players go down, but it's going to be Logista finally taking down Crosshair. Well, 2 for 1 trade, still okay. And one tap's position is really, really good. His Cloudburst goes out. Guiding Light been taken down. Ember trying to take down, but it's going to be one tap. Go coming on top once again. Gets himself a 4K. Last time it was Knight Rider. This time it's one tap. Can he get an ace for himself though? It's going to be Logista going down to Maso. Once again, someone stealing the ace. And God Particles. Well, they did not see this one coming. They did not see one tap. I don't know what happened to one tap. He just went ham all of a sudden. I want to see this. Do we have this? There you go. Look at that. Knight Rider didn't stand a chance there.
Here.
Well,
That was good.
it did look like Truerippers. They had a plan for this round and they read it perfectly. They knew God Particles are going to try see this round, and well, they were ready for it and it was executed perfectly. That is one of the best combos you can do with Breach and Jet, and one tap God doing it perfectly, and he gets the first kill once again. That is going to be Knight Rider. This Jet versus Jet battle is going to be quite a show. Yeah. Bones being pushed away from that Nano Swamp. As God Particles, they seem to be trying to gain some information and control, but they're being denied everywhere. Look at Scar God. The backup is arriving for him. As there is ultimates available on Truerippers as well if they decide to retake this, but they don't seem to be doing that.
Yeah, it's really kind of... Oh boy, one tap is still popping heads. Will take down Logis, always gonna get taken out by Ember. The Rolling Thunder is up, but the spike, oh, it's denied. And the ultimate comes in from the side of God Particles. That's the Hunter story, but Team Bones, he misses one. Oh no, he gets one. Can he get the second one? No, it's gonna be Ember taking him down. It's a beautiful trade coming in from Relic. And now a 1v1. And Silver's position has been revealed. Neural Theft comes into place. Shibi versus Relic, and Relic comes out on top. Truerippers.
My thanks.
Get themselves another round, and God Particles, now the economy is broke. Now they might be forced to go for an eco here, but what a round coming in from Breach and Relic. Actually, you know, that Rolling Thunder at the perfect time. One more second and the spike would have been planted, but then Bones sneaking his way in and Relic getting that 1v2. Pretty basic stuff.
Last player standing left.
Man, it was so hard to keep track of players. The quick trades coming from both the teams, it was so amazing to see. Both the teams are doing so well in this trade game. And well, it came all down to a 1v1, and Relic, well, he's making a statement here. This is his first match for Truerippers here. And the early Hunter's Fury being deployed there. Is that going to tag anyone? I don't think so. It's not going to gain any information either, except that Shivi is outside A lobby, where one tap God is desperately trying to get him. Now Relic, he's going to hear that sound cue, isn't he? As well, oh, the B side. It's already gifted.
Boy, oh boy. I mean, okay, we'll talk about that later, but right now, 5 versus 5 weekend situation, and Ember takes down Relic. God Particles might just get themselves another one, and I think that is gonna be the case. Knight Rider gets the kill onto one tap. Crosshair finally gets a trade on the Scar God. 3 versus 4, and I think Truerippers, they're going in for the save here. But we were talking about, you know, Paradox not being there for the side of Truerippers might be a negative thing and a disadvantage. Well, I think Relic. He's proving us all wrong. He's putting up one hell of a show here, replacing Paradox.
Well, amazing to see him play here. And well, the save is gonna come in successfully for Truerippers. I don't think they will be saving the operator though. That one tap God would have loved to. And well, he does not even have the Blade Storm either. I think he used it in the last round, but he was just caught off guard and he was taken down immediately. Well, a beautiful round coming in from God Particles. They're taking the B side. they know there is a gap towards the B side, and they are capitalizing on that, and it was done perfectly. There was no way that Truerippers could retake that without any ultimates being available either.
Revealing area.
And now, probably a slow round coming in from both sides. They don't want to be too aggressive, where the money isn't looking too great on both sides.
Yes. Got particles. Well, they can actually equalize the score, but Truerippers, they're doing a great job on the defensive half. Gotta give it to that. So that is something that I'm worried about, because this is an attacking favored map up. And somehow, Truerippers, they got themselves 5 rounds. Got particles, they have the lockdown available, and also both Omens have their ultimates up. So, I mean, SKYESPORTS is the one that's entering towards A. Ooh, just a second quicker, and wait a second, look at the position. Oh no.
Oh, this is game over. He has a sheriff. Oh, Shivy just turns around at the right time.
You should run.
What?
The lower weaponry available on him. He whipped some shot and he could not get any. Well, that aftershock might deny that lockdown, but the side entry is gonna come in. Work out particles. And quick trades come in from both the sides. It's a 2v3 now. Bones is looking to use his ultimate from the shadows, and he's going to use it towards sewers. Probably going to get hurt. Oh my god, Bones. Taking down Logista right on time, but only 15 HP available on him as Knight Rider. With that operator, he's going to get the 4th kill for himself. Once again, Quadra for him. Taking the 5th round.
I want to see that replay. I just want to see that replay. No, not this replay, goddammit. I wanted to see one tap, like, how, Daffy, I mean, yes, sometimes it does happen, but you don't expect that, especially after the performance that one tap's putting in this particular, at least in this particular matchup. If he would have gotten that kill, oh wait, does he have Knight Rider on that bottle? Oh wow, that's sick. Okay, flexing.
Well, you know, I would blame the Iron Sheriff for that. That's a whip machine.
Oh, okay, I actually agree. I agree, Singularity is the best.
Well, anyway, the scoreline seems to be tied now, and
Here.
great situation. Not so great on Truerippers. Oh, it's the Reaver Sheriff, actually. I don't know how he whiffed that now. Well. Ooh, he is gonna spot Logista there, but struggles there. Well, it looks like it is not his Sheriff day, apparently. He's doing great on other weapons, though. And now it's just a 2v5, where Master is gonna be taken down by Knight Rider. And now it's all down to...
Oh,
Crosshair,
hold on to one player, but yeah, nothing that he could do. It was just there you go. Knight Rider has the best Sheriff, the Singularity one. So I think he should drop that to, you know, one tap God, and maybe he'll have different luck. But take a look at the scorecard there. I mean, look at Knight Rider popping up. He's just on another level right now. Was that SKYESPORTS? Wait, I think it is Knight Rider, right? He is the one sitting on 19, I believe, 17, something like that. He's just going ham. 18. Okay, my bad. Knight Rider sitting on 18. The second highest is Relic on 10. That's 8 kill difference there. Got particles. Well, Knight Rider is popping off in the game number 1. So that's the start they needed. And look at him. Look at him. Casually getting that kill on the crosshair. Just completely holding down space. Almost got that other one. Oh, he spots. He lands one. Can he get that kill onto one tap God is a question right now. He's holding on. One tap now lets him go down to a 4 versus 5. They still have the Omen's ultimate available. He flashes and peeks. He gets a beautiful shot. It's just a battle of the Jets, and one tap God, he comes out on top this time.
Well, it has definitely been a show of the Jets, and both of them doing so good. As Bones, he's found Ember towards C there. We have constantly seen Ember trying to lurk towards C long, and well, Bones, he knows that, and he has been doing constantly. He's watching that flank. He does not want them to get that information. And well, Relic has found Logista, the other lurker that we see constantly towards Garage position. Now it's just down to Scar God and Shivy in this 2v4 in this last round of the first half. And well, look at one tap God.
Enemy remaining.
And there you go.
Well,
pretty easy. And as I said, If the score is 6 to
Switching
6,
sides.
then I think it's safe to say that it is, really good half for the side of defenders. So that was Truerippers, and now the side switch happens, and if Truerippers can capitalize, they can actually take this home. But Knight Rider, man, the way that he's entering is just too good. So it's now the time is for One Tap God to enter and be that entry fragger and the first one to take the fight. So let's see how this one goes, and if he can actually let his team go for a better performance in the side on the half of attacking than God Particles.
Well, now the sides have been swapped, and I'm really excited to see how One Tap God plays on this attacking, along with the breach utilities, which is so exciting to see always. And well, Logista gifting a free kill there to One Tap God. That has been fragging out of his mind right now. That is a big gap towards Garage and C Edge. Like I mentioned previously, how Killjoy can do so much impact into anchoring sites, especially on this pistol round. And now look at that. That has brought the rotation of God Particles towards C and B. And A side is completely free. And, well, Truerippers, they know this. And they are going to work towards it and move their way in, as they are going to be gifted a free site.
Boy, that is gonna be an easy side for the side of a Truerippers, and 4 versus 5 retail situation. Both 2 players, actually 3, are flanking, and he spotted. Really gets one. Knight Rider goes down. This round should go into the favor of Truerippers there. Master takes down Ember as well. Ooh, Relic lands a beautiful headshot on the Scargo. Now it's all down to Soba, and there's nothing he can do. One Tap God follows him. Beautiful fault line as well. Look at that coordination coming in. That's what I was talking about. Truerippers, man, they've been together for a really long time, and so did God Particles as well. I'm the players on them, but Truerippers, they just look a bit more, coordinated than the side of God Particles, at least right now. God Particles, it's kind of looking like a one-man show. Knight Rider just now popping up completely. But everyone else, if they step up, then this is gonna be an easy game for God Particles. But Truerippers, well, looks like they have other plans.
Well, it certainly does look like it. Well, God Particles, they need to be careful as they are on the defensive side. They don't want to give that momentum to Truerippers. If they start gaining it, this might easily be Truerippers' map. It is their map pick, and it might be a big scoreline difference as well. Well, that is something God Particles need to put a hold on, or be careful about, at least.
Yeah, you are right about that. God Particles, well, this round should go into the favor of Truerippers, considering the fact that it is an eco coming in. I mean, they still have a weird buy, but it shouldn't be an issue here. Oh, wait, Shivi Relic just crab walked his way to the side. He gets one, and Knight Rider, ooh, almost took down One Tap God there. But One Tap God, beautiful headshot on the Scar God, and now a 2 versus 4, and this round is pretty much done and dusted because they're both towards A, and the spike is towards C, being planted. Relic, that was fun to watch, let me tell you that.
Well, Relic is making such an impact in this first match for Truerippers. Well, he's definitely quite an addition to the team. He pulled into the rotation as well. That did not allow them to actually stack C that they had some initial information about. And Truerippers, they get the C side. And now Logista, all alone, is going to be taken down by Master there. And Truerippers taking that anti-eco round for themselves comfortably. It is 8-6 for them.
8-6, and Truerippers, man. Well, they once again got the pistol round. So 2 pistol rounds going in their favor, and they can actually make it work now. All they need to do is get 5 more rounds, and we'll be going into the map of split with a map already in the bag for the side of Truerippers. And look at them. They're going for a full bonus, and last time they did win the bonus. So if they win it again, this time God Particles, they don't have a lot of time and a lot of rounds to go for that comeback. So they need to win this round. Looks like it's a fast B push coming in. Beautiful flash and dash, but Ember should manage to take down One Tap God. If it was the Phantom or a Vandal, they've even gone down. It's going to be Bones getting down Ember. Crosser takes down Logista, who took down Master, and once again Bones gets himself a double. Takes on Knight Rider, and that Iron Sheriff is just not great, as you said, Daffy. I mean, Chibi, I'm sorry, takes down Crosshair. Wow, Bones! Bones is just popping off now in a 1 versus 1, while Scargod is really low as well. Two couple of bullets, and oh, he just played him. He played him. There is no way that Scargod predicts this. He's dead. There you go.
Oh my god, what a play coming in from Bones. I think he's just so great on this bonus rounds. Even in the first half we saw him making such an impact, and even in this round with quad kills with that Spectre and that quick repositioning from him. No way Scargod predicted that, and he played it to perfection. And that is going to be a big economy boost for the side of Truerippers.
Enemy remaining.
They're gonna be, well, upgrading pretty much freely for a couple more rounds.
Well, forget about the upgradation. The thing is, now God Particles, they gotta worry because they're losing rounds. 4 more rounds. That's all that True Ripper needs. I don't know why I keep saying True Particles, man. Well, True Particles, God Rippers. But yeah, well, let's one tap God once again. Getting that kill on Chibi. Relic, beautiful shot. Relic is just popping off really good here on that Cypher. No cap, he's having a really good day today.
Oh my god, what a shot from Scargod onto Relic there. He was ready for that. He's hearing all that sound there. But Master and Cross said they're going to take down Scargod and Logista. And now it is all down to Ember in a 1v4. And I think he just has a Sheriff to work. All he can hope for is to do some economy damage and maybe save a gun here. But no, Master is going to be ready for Ember as he gives Truerippers their 10th round. Double digits now.
10. Double digit. Well, Truerippers, this is their map pick, as you said. So they can actually make it work. And we might be going into split with the map advantage for them. But at the same time, I actually want it to happen. I got Particles to win split if they lose this one. So I get to see Fracture. So we get to see Fracture. I mean, that's just what I want. But Knight Rider, okay. Operator is out. This is going to be interesting. That's going to be the first time that we're going to be seeing Operator on the defensive half. Because last time, I don't think one tap God has picked it. He was going in for those Vandal pushes. It was just insane with the Vandal. So he was like, let's stick to the Vandal. Anyway, now A side, they're going to be leaving it completely open for the turret and the drone to be spot. Oh, yeah, there you go. They will be spotting a couple of players. Come on. Beautiful shock dart coming in. Did it deal any damage? I don't know. Oh, actually it did.
I'm not sure it did. Just a bit, I guess. But the A side is going to be given up by God Particles here. And they seem to be playing for retake as the Seekers have been deployed as well. That is going to give them so much information that there's no one lurking. It's everyone on A side right now. And now God Particles, they can sandwich them. But Bones, he takes down Scargod, who was on the flank. Are they going to expect Knight Rider to... No, they don't. As one tap, God goes insane.
Last player standing.
Oh, this is looking too bad for God Particles as one by one everyone is going to pick apart from Truerippers as the lead. Oh, it's going way away from God Particles now. It's 11-6. Just 2 more rounds for Truerippers to close out their map pick. Well, our prediction edge seems to be going wrong already.
I mean, exactly both the predictions. Oh boy, I mean, one tap God is really great on that Blade Storm. You can see that, right? He's having a great day. But Bones, man, oh man, Bones is having a great game as well. It's not just Knight Rider. I mean, on the side of God Particles, it's just Knight Rider. But we have a technical pause coming in. Not really sure what the issue is or with who. But it looks like one of the players, I think. I mean, Ember is playing on 86 ping, which can be an issue sometimes, you know, having that high ping. Especially against players with like 10 ping, 12 ping. Having even 50 ping is an issue if you ask me.
Well, of what we have heard, I think he's playing on mobile data because his internet ran outage, which is so unfortunate for a player that has a match. Well, I can relate. And well, it does look like the side of God Particles. It's just Knight Rider show right now, and everyone else is just not warmed up yet. Maybe next map we might see quite a show from everyone else. And well, on the side of Truerippers, look at this, the score lines. There's not much difference. Everyone is doing their roles so perfectly. They're doing the kills are there, the utilities are there, the setups are there, the lurks are there, and the trade game. Oh, the trade game is so beautiful to watch from Truerippers right now. And well, the scoreline suggests they are the stronger side right now on this map.
Yep, and rightfully so. You know, they are the one that picked this map up, and also they're putting up much better show than the side of God Particles did on the attacking half. They got 5 rounds back to back already. God Particles, well, they struggled a lot on that attacking half, and right now I think they're giving away the 12th round. Oh no, this is not great. They're going for the eco. I mean, like a sheriff buy, but which means they're giving away the 12th round, but there are 3 players in towards this C. Oh no, one tap God, he messes up his dash. Logista, he takes down one tap and turns around, gets a kill into Master as well, down to a 3 versus 5. It is doable right now. Skargod takes up both as well. This round has completely turned over his head. That one decision of going towards C and that one updraft mistake coming in has absolutely cost the Truerippers this particular round, I guess.
Well, look like Truerippers, they were just not ready for that stack. There was 3 players from God Particles towards Seaside and a beautiful cross fire setup, and it worked out perfectly for them. As it's a 2v5. What do you do now? You're 3 men down against an eco, and the guns have been gifted as well. And Logista, he does have the lockdown available as well if they decide to use it, if it comes to that. And Logista, he knows Crosshair is around the corner. And now, Relics is there as well. The spike is going to be planted. And Logista, the MVP for the round. He takes down 3rd. Crosshair goes down now. Relic is going to be taken down by Knight Rider. And what a thrifty round from God Particles. They are not ready to give up just yet, Edge. They might actually make a comeback. That is a break to the momentum that Truerippers have been building up in this half. They had 5 rounds. Now that break. If God Particles can actually take this next round, they can actually put that momentum to break and actually build one for themselves.
Oh, you're right about that. Well, Logista, this was all him. This particular round, it was all him. Knight Rider once again picks up the operator on the defensive half. Let's see, he's already sitting on 22, 5 more than one tap God. His second, second best on the server right now. But let's see, Shivu picks up the orb, which means Xanta's Fury is available. Once again, 3 players on
again.
C. Exactly. And somehow, God Particles, Truerippers, they are going towards C. Relic already made his way to the side, but he's gonna completely miss his shot onto Ember. Logista, oh, he's spotted, but oh, never mind. Master will take him down, but Bones takes his counterpart Ember. Why would you ult? Okay, but never mind. It's gonna be Knight Rider taking down one tap. A 3 versus 2. It's doable right now. It's pretty much doable.
Master is gonna deny that outrun, denying any information for God Particles on this retake. It is a 2v3 for them, and it does not look like it's doable, as Bones has found Knight Rider, the operator guy, the top fragger for God Particles. Now it's all down to the IGL Shivy. 1v3 as he's been spotted. He finds one, but Master is gonna trade out and give the match point and map point for Truerippers. 12-7.
Match point.
Oh man, God Particles predicted the C push perfectly, but at the same time, Truerippers, this time they were kind of ready for it. They even let Relic sneak in. Relic was the guy once again, but unfortunately he did go down, and that I think Logista not getting that at least one. He would have gotten that double kill, but he only got he didn't get even a single one, which was I think one of the reasons why they lost this particular round. Maybe if he would have taken a couple of kills, that things would have been easier for the side of God Particles. But let's see, still not over, because it's just 5 rounds, and if Truerippers can pull off 5 rounds back to back, God Particles can do the same.
It does not look likely. I think Truerippers, they know what to do in this round, and as the spike is going down, it does look like Truerippers are going to be looking to close out this round itself, as the Hunter's Fury is available as well. Well, I got an Ember. Oh my god. Quick kills coming from God Particles there. And Relic now in a 1v4. They are definitely expecting this as Knight Rider is going to take down Relic. Just as we predicted that. And now God Particles, they had an answer. They were ready for that B retake. They had it all in their mind, all planned up.
Great round once again coming in. Although Truerippers, they did get that side once again for free. God Particles, man, they are not ready to give up whatsoever. They're gonna keep trying. I mean, it's not over until it's over. That is what they follow right now. Even with the Sheriff on Ember, he still managed to get 1 kill. And that was a kill of Bones. The most important kill, if you ask me. At least for now. So, God Particles. 25 kills on Knight Rider. 18 on Bones. On an Omen. Well, 4 more rounds. God Particles will be taking us into overtime.
And now, oh, a missed tailwind there from Knight Rider, but he's gonna survive and maybe ask for a heal. Well, the first pick did go for God Particles. It's the duelist on their side that is going down. One tap God. Well, all of a sudden it looks like Truerippers. They're falling apart as Logista finds Master. As Crosser did find Shivi there, but Logista is there to trade him out immediately. Smokes down. 2v4 for Truerippers. The Killjoy lockdown is still available for Logista. Are they going to be using it? Well, it does look like it. They don't want to risk it. They want to secure every round because they are trailing by 4 rounds. Truerippers on match point. Truerippers, they have to fall back. Really going for a long way there. He's going to be detained there, Edge.
He's gonna... I think that's like a bait detain there, you know. I mean, he still has Bones trying
left.
to cover him. But God Particles, they're gonna get that 9th round for themselves. And with only 20 seconds, there's no way that Truerippers can actually
Spike down
make it work.
A.
Scargod gave away his position. Relic will hear him, but he still managed to take that kill on to Scargod. Down to a 1v3, 13 seconds, 12, 11, 10. And I think he's gonna go down to Knight Rider's operator. 3rd kill for himself. And 3 more rounds. God Particles, pretty much back in the game.
Yes, it does look like it. It looks like they have found their grip back and now they have an answer for Truerippers. Aggressive takes on the side. Well, Truerippers, not looking good for them. If God Particle
Down A.
does manage to capitalize on this momentum, this is going to be a
10
tie.
seconds left.
This is going to be overtime easily.
Exactly. And because this is look at the buy coming in. Couple of sheriffs, 3 sheriffs actually to be exact. And a Vandal. No! Light Rider, I thought he was gonna land the shot, but he's gonna go down and look at this. Relic takes no Shivi, not this way. Not this way. The Seekers are gonna be out. The neutral theft has been used as well. So Cypher knows exactly where the players are, and a beautiful ult comes in from Omen as well. One tap takes down Ember. He goes down to Scargod, finally down to a 2 versus 4, and Logista takes down Master. Now the retake is possible, but Scargod.
Oh no!
One enemy.
Oh, just in time! Crosshair missing the first Hunter Fury, but I thought it was
over.
just too late.
It's over.
Logista is just too far. It is over for them. Oh goodness. Not like this, but well, a thrifty round for them to close out the first map. It was the map pick of Truerippers, and they have managed to close it out. It did look like God Particles, they were going to make that comeback, but oh goodness. Expect the unexpected, I guess.
Yes, that is true. And I mean, especially this final round, that was unexpected. Because even after, I mean, I actually thought he stuck the defuse and he got it on time as well.
Exactly.
But I mean, that final hit with the Hunter's Fury, that 1 second, that's all he needed. And unfortunately, he didn't have it. And Scargod went down there and Logista, he was just too far from the spike. Maybe he would have stuck it, but it was just too far. And that was an easy round for the side of Truerippers. Beautiful performance, though, from them. Great defense, but at the same time, a much better attacking half for them.
It was an absolute treat to watch them. Well, our prediction is already wrong, Edge. It is.
So, yeah, I mean,
Truerippers taking the first map. Well, it was quite unexpected for us, but it shows great showing from the side of Truerippers. It looks like they seem to be very structured on the map of Heaven at least. Next up, we will have Split, which is going to be the pick of God Particles. We know how scary they are on that map. And, well, the first map did look like a warm for most of the players. It was just not Knight Rider doing the heavy lifting there. Well, let's hope that all the players step up their game and actually tie the series and maybe take it to the third map, or just maybe Truerippers might take this 2-0. What do you think of that? Does Truerippers have it to take it 2-0?
I mean, Truerippers, they do have it. I mean, this game, it wasn't unexpected. I would say it was just not predicted, right? I wouldn't say I wouldn't
Exactly.
call it unexpected because they do have the potential, and we all know. Yes, we thought
Absolutely.
that not having Paradox might be an issue, but the Relics was like, you know what? Yes, we don't have Paradox, but we have me.
what?
Exactly, we
Yeah.
have me. And that Cypher, he wasn't playing it as a Cypher. Let me tell you, he was, or maybe
Oh,
he's
yeah.
playing like a perfect Cypher because he was lurking, flanking, was doing everything, was sneaking in, and everything was just beautiful to watch. So that was it from match number 1. We will be back with map number 2 of Split, but before that, me and Daffy will be taking a short break.
Let's see in a while.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Eagle-eyed.
Safe? Not that scary. Your fault. Here.
One enemy remaining. C.
Bringing the body bag.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining. Last player standing left.
Got your trail. Grounded.
Perfect. Die. Standing ahead.
Seconds left. 30 seconds left. Spike down A. One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Give me those back. Grounded.
Hostile removed.
Stay down.
No hard feelings.
Spike down C. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Blocking sight. Ooh.
My eyes are better than yours.
I'm out of stuff.
One enemy remaining. left. One enemy remaining.
Got three.
Off your feet!
Yikes.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Goodbye.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A. 10 seconds left.
One down.
Nowhere to...
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AMD SKYESPORTS GRANDSLAM Valorant Phase 1. We are done with Map 1. We still have potentially the final map, or maybe 2 more maps left, you know, if God Particles take this one home. This is gonna be split this time. And Daffy, what do you think about the map of Haven that we just saw? Yes. True. But before we head on to that particular match, let's take a quick look at the scorecard of the map of Haven here. And once again, both the Jets. I mean, yesterday, all 3 games, the Jets were the MVPs. Strix and Sammy got on respective teams. Today, once again, it's the same case. Both the Jets are the MVPs of the show. Truerippers, however, did come out on top 13-9 against God Particles. One Tap God sits on 19, Bones 18, Relic 18, Master sits on 12, Crossjet sits on 9. Okay, on the side of God Particles, let's talk about Shibi first. 8 kills, not what we expected. Ember sits on 10, Logista sits on 11, and Scargott sits on 12. Well, I mean, okay. And then we have Knight Rider, 28 frags. Exactly. It's 22 rounds. Mm-hmm. True. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry. It seems like
Well, that was a minor technical difficulty. It's fine. So why don't you just tell them what you just said again, Daffy? I mean, that was great analysis. So I would want
well,
the viewers to listen to it again.
our viewers definitely missed that. I'm so sorry, guys. Apparently, some technical issue that did not allow my sound to pass through the stream. Well, I was talking about how beautifully Truerippers played Haven, especially on the defense side, where One Tap God and Master they were comboing their utilities so perfectly. Both of them being so aggressive. Master with that flashes, those fault line. He was so perfect with his fault lines as well. He was getting God particles stunned every time he was putting it on when we saw it, and that gave One Tap God that space and that time to get those initial picks on the defense side. And even on the attacking, they were doing so great. One Tap God and Master split, pushing along with Crosshair and Bones, and Relic getting those information and those flanks, the timing so perfectly, calling in rotations on the attacking, especially. They were doing it beautifully. And Bones, oh, this guy was fragging so much as an Omen. It is so good to see. It makes me feel very happy as a controller main as well, that you get those impactful kills for the team on both sides.
Mm-hmm. That is true indeed. Having a really good initiator is always crucial at the same time control as well. I mean, it was the flash and dash combo coming in from Breach and Jet, and it worked out in their favor as well. This is the quarterfinals once again, fellas. This is a phase one. Map pick of Truerippers was Haven, and rightfully so, it did go into their favor. And now, moving into the second map of the day, the map of Split. God Particles pick. And Split, I mean, God Particles, they're really, really good at this, right? They have put up a great show against a team like Global Esports. And if they put up anything similar to that, Truerippers, they're not gonna have an easy one this time around. Because Haven on the attacking half, they were just having a walk in the park. Yes, there were some downs, but at the same time, there were a lot of ups for them. So here on the map of Split, I'm expecting maybe a KO pick, but at the same time, a Rage has gotta be. Rage is kind of mandate, having that boombot and nade is just so important. And also, Satchel can be used to clear out some corners. But once again, as I said, I'm gonna keep talking about this as until it happens. Do you think we're gonna see a Euro pick?
Don't we hope that? I think Split is a map that Euro could be great as well. There's a You can pretty much play as a flank as well and create like anchor one side as well. And well, if you're playing on the attacking as a Euro, maybe you can send out those fake outs, fake
Mm-hmm.
TPs, and just make the opponent so paranoid that they are forced to rotate or maybe just not leave that position on the defensive side. And I think that can be a great, great concept as well. But I'm just not sure if our teams are just yet ready to try that out. And maybe they will be going for that safer option on Astra. Can we see an Astra come in this map? Because we see a lot of Viper being played on Split as well, and God Particles they do it as well. They play Viper and Astra, and I think since there is a backup controller as well, I think Astra can still be a great pick on this map.
Mm-hmm.
But Omen, can still be a very viable pick. On split, I think Omen has always been there. They are, even in esports, we saw it in champions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Omen was being picked even
Oh,
before this buff that Omen has
mm-hmm.
gotten
Although you are
recently.
forgetting something. Brimstone.
Ha.
After
Oh
that
well,
buff.
Brimstone.
Is actually really good on the map of split because it's not a huge map. You can use that. And 3
Indeed.
smokes is good. And also, that stim beacon towards mid is going to help you a lot because you get to cross it. And if you're gonna take that fight towards mid, that having that stim beacon is gonna be crucial. And also his ultimate
wow.
can clear out completely. The mailroom can be cleared, the vents can be cleared, or maybe the site. You can
Exactly.
hold on to the site, deny the plants, retake, or maybe just a post plant. A lot of possibilities. And also he has a molly lineup. There are molly
Oh,
lineups as well.
absolutely.
So Brimstone is my go-to controller, but at the same time, you don't get the flashes, right? Or the Omen's ult. So there are things, but if you ask me, Brim should be the one. I think we should see at least one Brim. But at the same time, the initiator, it can be at the KO, it can be a breach once again, but I don't think they'll go for breach. I think they'll go for Sky because you kind of want that heal because the rage is going to be picked from one of these sides at least. So you might be
Absolutely.
chipped for some damage coming in from the nade or the boom bot sometimes, at least. So Sky, maybe not Sage. Sage is now the old meta, right? When you used to wall mid, it used to be that old meta. But now, as soon as you wall, it instantly gets taken down, and it's kind of useless. So right, I mean, Sage is not useless, but Sage's wall, which means one of the abilities is completely useless. So I think that is the only reason that they might not pick it and go for the Sky because she gives the flash, the Trailblazer, the Seekers, and also the heal. Right, so I think Sky would be my go-to initiator there, but also I'm just putting it out there. Sova has some incredible lineups on the map of Split, but
Well,
it's kind of
yes.
complicated though. If you ask me, Daffy, they're like super
Yes.
complicated.
There are too many closed angles and narrow pathways that denies the maximum potential of a Sova in this map. But we still see a lot of teams play it. Even global esports, they do it wonderfully. If you have a set plan, it's very useful, obviously. But I think double initiator should be played if that's the case. And well, if you look at the previous lineups of God Particles itself, we have actually seen Sage being played, and it's been played by none other than Knight Rider. Yeah, the duelist guy. We normally
This
see
guy.
him play well, he is the primary duelist for the team, but on this map especially, I think Ray has been played by Scar God. He takes the duelist role right
Exactly.
there, and Sage has been played by Nitra. Let's see if they decide to stick with this agent composition. And on the other side, Truerippers, if I'm not wrong, they have been playing the Jet, KO as well. KO as well in the recent times. They like playing Killjoy, Sky, and Astra. So let's see if they decide to stick to this. I'm not sure if Killjoy will be played. By the looks of how Relics played in the last map, I think a Cypher might be very good for him on this map as well.
Once again, I mean, having that global presence is important, but at the same time, he can also play
Right.
Chamber. Chamber is also really
Oh,
good on the map of
absolutely.
Split. But I mean, yeah, it all
Absolutely.
depends on what Relic wants to play because he has been popping off on the Cypher. And yes, KJ once again is actually great on the map of Split. Completely holding on to one side by itself. But at the same time, Relic picking that Cypher in the last map and having a great time is the only concern that we think. Not the concern, but the reason that we think that he might stick to the Cypher, but also Chamber is great because you get a free operator basically, and also a free sheriff. But you only have 8 bullets in that headhunter and 5 in the op that you get for free. That is the ultimate. But anyway, as you said, I think you mentioned KO right on the side of Truerippers. So
Yes.
KO can be picked, and if KO is picked, and if it's used perfectly, can be. I mean, you get the site for free basically. Let's say there's a Cypher or a KJ on site, everything's gonna be disabled. I mean, yes, you gotta be perfect on that. But here's the thing: I saw some teams do this, right? So this is how they play, and I don't know. I'm gonna spoil the game for a lot of players. But here's the thing: when there's A and B, let's say there's someone playing. Let's say there's both Cypher and KJ, okay? Or maybe not KJ. Let's say there's Chamber and Cypher, because KJ doesn't have that global presence. So Chamber's on A, Cypher's on B. But every util of Chamber is on B, and every util of Cypher is on A. But they're playing on opposite sides, right?
Oh,
so even
wow.
if KO uses his knife on A, it's gonna be Cypher that is gonna be suppressed, but all his util is on B. So it doesn't really matter even if they enter the side because it's Chamber's util, and they have the global presence. So they're gonna be completely blindsided by that. They'll be like, Cypher's things are off, guys. Let's rush in. But guess what? There's Chamber's util. I mean, that's one way of countering KO is what I feel like. But at the same time, you can just place in like weird angles where the knife doesn't come in. But split, it's not that big. So if one good knife comes in, I mean, a lot of area is going to be surprised. So I think this is something that players can try. And I mean, there already been circumstances where situations where I've seen a lot of players already do this. So I'm just putting it out there for any of the viewers that are wondering how to counter some KO stuff. Big brain KO players.
Well, that is definitely quite an approach, and I think that's very interesting as well. Well, Chamber is an agent that can just quickly teleport away and get into a greater position, take one kill off, go to another position, get another one without the risk of being disabled either. Well, KO is an agent that is very strong in suppressing that abilities, and well, KO's ultimate, oh, that gives you so much space
Exactly.
into going into sight completely free without the risk of getting mollied or maybe nano swarmed or anything, or even getting flashed or anything. And Split is a perfect map for it.
True. I mean, split is just great. You can just pop off the ult, run into the side. Pretty easy, right? You just run into the side. But once again, if the players do what I just kind of suggested, it's kind of useless again, because if it's gonna be the other agents util on the side, right? But with that, we'll be jumping into the agent select
Oh,
here,
yes.
and there you go. Okay, I mean,
Well,
this is
well.
exciting. KO has been picked by Master.
Oh, interesting. Truerippers actually going for Q and not God Particles. We do see Scar God on the Raze, Knight Rider on the Sage, but just on his usual KJ. Ember is picking up Omen, and well, Shivi is going for the Sky this time. Very interesting to see that. And on the other side, it seems like, well, Relic on the Cypher, as we predicted. He's been doing great. And Bones is going for the Omen as well. One tap God on his usual jet. Master with that KO. I think Master is an actual master of Initiator. He did pretty good on Heaven. I'm really excited to see how he decides to play on this defensive side of Split as well. And Crosshair on Sky. Well, what are your predictions for this map, Edge? Looking at the agent comp, I think, well, it can go either way, but I'm just not sure.
Well, I just taking a look at the comp, I think I kind of have to change my prediction and say Truerippers might take it to 0, just because of the fact that Master has picked up that KO, and I think it's really good against the lineup that God Particles has: Scar God's Raze, Logistas KJ, and Shivi's Sky. I think it's really, really good. I mean, yes, Master has to play it perfectly with the knife, but if he suppresses any of these three agents, I think the round will go into the favor of Truerippers if they capitalize on that. So
Definitely.
if you ask me for a score prediction, I wouldn't go for it, but I would still just put it out there because I usually do that and make my co-caster always, I put my co-caster in an uncomfortable position. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gonna be something around, let's see, 13-6 in the favor of Truerippers. I'm being a bit bold
Oh,
here.
that's a bold prediction against God Particles.
What do you?
Well,
what are your predictions though?
I think this could be close. I think it could be anywhere around 13-8 to 13-10 in the favor of Truerippers as well. I think this might be a 2-0 for them. Looking at their, well, they are starting on the defensive side, and you know how strong of a side defense is on this map if you play it correctly. And they do have the Cypher as well, I think, and along with Master's KO, they're gonna gain so much information. They can gain so much information early on the round itself. They have the Sky guiding lights. They have Master's 0 point. I think if they can capitalize on it and take control accordingly, they can actually take a huge lead on defense. But similarly, God Particles, not to disregard them, they have a lineup that can do that as well. If they can at least get some like 5 rounds or 6 rounds even, that'll be great for them on the attacking side. And on the defense, when they go on the defense, Killjoy is there to anchor the site, Sage is there to block off some site, and maybe if they build a momentum on that, they can actually take it all. But well, for now, I am going to be favoring Truerippers on this, taking this 13-8 or 13-10 at most.
I mean, I just love the fact that how we both, completely shifted towards Truerippers from God
Well,
Particles.
sorry, not sorry, but well, it does look like Truerippers are quite a team here, and they are not here to go home just yet. Well, they won't be going home. It is a double
Exactly.
elimination, and well, they want to stay in this upper bracket.
But once again, if God Particles can take this, attacking half, well, then Truerippers might have a really tough time putting up a great show. But I think Crosshair has some issues with the PC, or is that someone just coming to watch the game? I don't know. On the player cam, then I thought maybe he has some issues with the PC, but I think we are ready to jump in to the pistol round. And yep, you guys got our prediction, but what do you guys think in the chat? Well, I mean, you can also let us know about your predictions. Maybe mine and Daffy's prediction will go wrong again, and maybe one of yours will
Never
be
know.
right.
Well, we have been wrong for the first map at least. Wouldn't be surprised if we are wrong again and God Particles actually just stomp it.
To be honest, I actually want to be wrong this time because I want to see both these teams play Fracture. So
Yeah,
I actually
absolutely.
want to be low key, want to be wrong here.
We'd love to see Fracture. And both the sides are not playing Viper either on this map. We did see, I think, Logista playing Viper on this map as well. It's kind of sad to see Viper and Asha not being played at all right now because of the nerfs that are so harsh that has put all the esports team in such a weird position right now with this controller role. And well, by the looks of it, I think we might be starting the game soon. But look at the ping on Ember. I think he is facing some technical issues as
That mobile
he
data,
seems
man.
to be resolving it. There is a technical pause on.
Yeah, that mobile data is just not constant. It's not reliable every single time. Yes, sometimes you do get good decent ping, but sometimes this happens.
Unfortunate.
So this is
event.
unfortunate. Exactly. That's not something that we have control on his ISP. But I think I see his ping going lower and lower slowly. It's a good thing. We want to have a fair fight here. We don't want that to be the reason that God Particles loses this BO3.
I think this plays a big mental role on the team of God Particles here. Maybe it even took a toll on the first map as well. Like one player, it's like playing handicap, knowing that one of your players who has such an important role is lagging and just not being able to perform to his potential. I think it takes a big mental toll on the team as well. And let's hope that does not continue on this map as well, as Ember seems to be resolving this. Hopefully it gets resolved so we can get a fair matchup and both the teams play on high energy with good morale and we get quite a battle here. I'm so excited to see this match.
I am excited for this one as well because God Particles, they're really, really great on the map of Split, as we all know. And Truerippers, with the kind of performance that they just put up on the map of Haven, I want to see how they face God Particles here on this, and I want to see what kind of strats they're coming in, especially with the pick of KO as well. I mean, it's not the first time that we've seen KO on Split. It's not the first time that Master has picked KO, but it's always incredible, right? It's just one of those agents that we don't often see, and every time we see something like KO, Yoru, what other agents are, and once again Phoenix, man, we haven't seen a Phoenix in really, really long time. Like, yes, KO had we did see some KO. We didn't see a Yoru. Okay, Yoru and Phoenix, I think, are the least played agents right now.
I think Phoenix is just not a great of an agent right now. There are just better alternatives in this game right now. That Phoenix needs a rework as well, just as Yoru got one. I think we are in need of a Phoenix rework as well. Hopefully we get that from Riot, as we would love to play Phoenix as well. We don't want to see such a great agent not being played on such a big stage. Even in ranked games, we don't see Phoenix a lot. Even if I think Phoenix was a great pick for Ascent, Haven, And even if, in ranked games, if you take Phoenix, people think you're griefing now, because
Oh.
that's the kind of impression that Phoenix has now. There are just better alternatives. It can be KO. I think Sky is the greater alternative. Being an initiator, she can pretty much play as a duelist as well, getting those individual plays into place and getting so much information. The flashes are quicker and gives you more information. You have more control of the guiding lights as well, and the ultimate gives you more information without the risk of actually going in and getting your armor ripped off. I think, well, Phoenix, definitely a rework is needed. Hopefully Riot can give us one soon.
Maybe I would love to see that one as well. Maybe, but I still think Phoenix is great. It's just you know, you need a right mindset to play that particular agent. But yeah, a rework would be great on that. But let's see. We're still waiting for the player to resume the game. Technical issues everywhere. Something that cannot be avoided sometimes. It's just inevitable. I mean, sometimes you can try to, you know, fix them ASAP, and that's what we're doing. Got particles on the other hand. This gives enough time for them to talk. Oh, actually, they're the ones calling the technopause, but they still have enough time. I mean, I'm pretty sure Shivi's constantly talking about how they can win this particular, and also, you know, they did see the agent pick. Now they do obviously see the agent selection, and with that, they're gonna be talking about the way that Truerippers are gonna be playing and how the side of God Particles can play. And wait a second, what is this? Yo, the store looks beautiful. What are these? The octopus. It has a. Is that an Oni Phantom in his hand? It looks like an Oni Phantom. Is that like a
these
vending
from the
machine?
new Battle Pass?
Are they?
I'm not so sure. I haven't really looked at the new Battle Pass this time. It just came out of the blue, and I didn't even get a chance to look at it properly. Well, Riot
Whoa.
keeps changing this place time to
Oh,
time,
yeah,
and which is great
exactly.
actually.
Oh, these are the Valorant Go. The ones on this neon. I don't know, some screens, triangular screens there. But yeah, I mean, I'm loving this work from
It's
the
beautiful,
Observer
though.
here. I'm loving this work from the Observer. Whoever it is, man, kudos. And look at those. These are the best. These toys. The Sage. It looks cute. The KJ. What is this? Is that Reyna?
Yeah, there's a Reyna, there's a Sage, and a Killjoy. I would love to own one of these. Look
Oh.
at those. Absolute cute.
Oh, they are actually cute. I mean,
What do you
imagine
call
having
these
them.
toys? Funko or
I
much-
forgot. They're like those. I do have a
Bob
one
toys?
of Itachi,
I'm not
but
sure.
I have one of Itachi. I even forgot what it's called, but I have one of Jet, like a minor one, but they're really small, one tiny. I use it as a keychain, but I want a bigger one so I can put it on my setup.
Yeah,
That
it
just
looks
looks
great.
beautiful.
Would love to own one of these as well.
And
Well-
also, I mean, if you're looking to get yourself a gaming laptop or buy a processor or something, you all know where to go, right? AMD. I mean, I've been using it for a while now, and trust me. And look at this. Look at Truerippers. They're having a team meeting here, fellas. This is not something that we laugh about. They're talking.
Here.
They're having a round
Okay.
rope conference.
So everyone can climb the rope. I
Hmm.
want to see 10 players on that rope right now. I want to see if that is possible. Looks like 5 is possible. It looks so awkward, but so good. Well, oh my god. They are having absolute fun. It's good to see that teams are having fun here.
Oh boy. And they're laughing as well. I mean, look at Bones. He's having a fun time now. He's like, oh, okay. What are they trying? They're trying something. They're trying to do something. Are they trying to like do a centipede or something? I don't know.
I'm
they're
not sure.
trying.
Are they trying to double peak maybe?
Or they're trying some boost
And, like-
or something. Oh, imagine
Interesting
if
to
it
see that.
works. Imagine if a
Double
boost of
peak.
some sort, if it works. Oh yeah, double peak as well.
That'd be great actually.
Oh my god, that changes the way that I play pubs now. I'm gonna go calling in, guys, come in. Let's go, double peak ropes. Oh my god. That's insane.
And that would be a very efficient way to actually trade, even if one of them goes down, or maybe both of you will go down if your heads are being
If
popped
the
there
opponent is
towards
just
the
better.
B-tower.
Well, so weird. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about something that really doesn't matter. But once again, Daffy, what is your favorite Vandal skin? This is a question I keep asking. I don't know why.
Vandal skin. I think Reaver and Prime Vandal.
Okay.
These are the best skins in the game till date. No matter what skin you use, these will always be the superior skins, and you'll always want to come back to these if you own one of any of these.
They always come back, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, what about the let's see. We already know which sheriff, but let's go to the operator and phantom.
When it comes to operator, I think I enjoy the iron operator. I think I can be very crisp with it, and that's why I like it. But visually and if you look at SFX and VFX, I think Glitch Pop Operator is one of the most creative skins in the game. But it's not so great to use. It's not so fun. It feels so heavy that it actually affects your mental, and you just can't play to your potential. And I think Glitch Pop is a great skin, but when you're using it, not so much. So in that terms, Iron is one clean skin, very light to use, feels great, feels very light, and you can actually frag so much with it. And I think Iron Operator is up on top, along with Reaver, is of course. I think Reaver, the whole collection is great. There's no topping it.
Well, I think I personally like I personally own the Reaver, but honestly, I like the Spline Operator and the gravitational uranium neuroblaster. I mean, I just love the SFX on that.
Oh, those are great too. Yes,
they are great. Yes, they do not have a finisher, but they're still wonderful. And with that, we are back.
Oh,
the timer has
back.
been resumed. We didn't even know this, guys, but here we go. Map number 2, day number 2, God Particles. If they lose this, they are gonna be going down to the loser bracket. And oh, Ember just dodged that suppress.
Well, quite a slow round coming from both the teams here. God Particles looking to gain some information as the Trailblazer is going to gain some information as one tap. God gets 2 in middle there. Logist and Scargo, the 2 spitters are going down as Master has found one. He's going to use Flash quickly, and he knows Night Rider is around the corner, but he's going to take him down with that classic. He is low on HP right now. There is no heal available for him just yet. Only the Barrier Orb. And now Shivy and Night Rider in a 2v3 scenario. They don't have the spike edge.
They don't. That is disadvantage, but at the same time, look at the HP on Night Rider. Yes, he does get the heal in 7 seconds, but that's still gonna be an issue. And one tap, God with beautiful positioning, takes down Shivy. All down to Night Rider in a 1v3. He can actually do this. He does have the potential, but he doesn't have the time, and the position has been revealed. So this round is pretty much done and dusted. He doesn't know that all 3 players are towards male. Beautiful placement. He still gets. Oh, he gets the second one. Oh, almost.
Oh my God.
That was close.
He almost had it. Look at the HP on Relic. He was very low. All he needed to do was connect that last burst shot onto Relic, and he would have clutched it all. Oh, that should not have happened. But well, they did close it out. For a second, it looked very scary there. The first round going to Truerippers on this defensive side of Split. 3 kills from one tap God, very crucial ones.
I mean, Night Rider. Doesn't matter if he's on Jet or Sage, he's still gonna be fragging. That's one thing. And beautiful Flash will get the information crosshair now. He knows that their players towards mid, and Master has already given away sound cue. They're gonna be pushing in mail room. Bones gets one while one tap God takes on Scar God. Master gets the kill onto Ember, and now this round is pretty much done and dusted here. It is an eco. Logista with a one-way, beautiful. Oh, actually, that was really good one-way. I'm sorry. Logista through that will be gone. Ow, that's nasty. That is nasty coming in from one tap God. That updraft kill, mid-air ghost kill. That tilts you. That tilts you for sure.
Absolutely.
Cage trigger.
You start to question the game sometimes when something like that happens. Well, that shows a lot of confidence on the side of Truerippers. I think that's very great to start off this map. And well, a bonus round for Truerippers. All Spectres. All 5 are on the Spectres. God Particles, they are going to be on the Vandals and Phantoms this time. They have the superior weapon this time. Trying to gain some information towards mid, but there are 3 people there. And Master is going to take down 2.
Down mid.
As Ember, he's going to find Crosshair. And Master is going to fall back immediately. He's gotten all the information and the trades for his team. 3v3. Logista playing his usual lurks. He's going to hear that shrouded step from Bones. He is now paranoid. Now that is a ability that is so deadly. Bones. What good positioning from him.
One enemy remaining.
Oh boy. Pretty easy round, and Truerippers once again get themselves the bonus. Man, oh man. Truerippers in the first 3 rounds, man. So they won the first 3 rounds on 3 different occasions, like 3 different halves. They are just too good. And look at that flash coming in from Shivi. Oh no, I think that was Crosshair, my bad. Beautiful. And Bones, he's on another level today. He knows what exactly. This
guy
funny.
he has so much impact on bonus rounds. We have seen it constantly. Even in this round, that repositioning, that shrouded step, making God Particles so paranoid that they were just caught off guard. And well, that is the bonus round gone for them. And God Particles down to pistols now in this round. Crosshair is going to be spotted by Shivi there as one tap God gets Ember, but Logista is there to trade him out immediately. 4 players from God Particles towards mid. They want to do some damage here.
Scout destroyed.
Trailblazer being denied.
Oh boy, Truerippers, man, they are looking great to get themselves another round. Crosshair gets 1. Shivi will be the only one that gets a kill for himself. Well, actually 2 kills for the side of God Particles, but Truerippers once again ripping apart God Particles. 4-0 on the defensive half. Yes, Split can be considered a defensive map, but attacking can be great as well, especially considering the fact that Master has picked KO. Their attack is gonna be better than their defense, right? Because KO is really good while entering the sites rather than defending, because then he only has to kind of predict where they're coming in. But when you're entering, you can use that knife towards, you can use the surprise where you want to go in and completely nullify the effect of anyone that's on the side. Oh.
Oh, that is not how you want to be starting the round. With 30 HP only, he's going to get the heal immediately as he takes down Master.
Caught one.
Now Relic is only... Oh, he's going to be assisted by one tap God, who is on the operator towards A side. But God Particles, they have other plans. They are making their way towards mid, as the rotation has already come in from Truerippers, as they slowly make their way back in, knowing that this may not be a hit.
This is gonna be crucial, and Knight Rider gets that kill. While Ember takes on Relic on the other half of the map, Bones once again popping off, gets a kill under Knight. And ooh, don't tell me Trap God gets the second one. Nope, he doesn't. Scar God will finally take him down. 1 versus 3. A great round yet again. Truerippers takes down 2 players on the side of God Particles. If they can just retrieve, although they don't have to save the op, they are still gonna be going in for that because they have a lot of economy. They won 4 rounds back to back without a lot of casualties in the previous rounds as well. So God Particles, they are gonna be finally getting themselves the first round on the board here on the map of Split. Don't forget, this is their map pick, so we expect a lot coming in. And also, as we said before the start of the match, Staffy, I mean, there are a lot of expectations on God Particles, especially after the VCC. The expectations are high, and unfortunately, they couldn't deliver in the first matchup.
Well, maybe in this map we'll see some showing from them. Well, it all comes down to the recent patch and the rules that they have chosen for this map. It is not something that they have been playing on. Omen being changed and Viper being swapped out for Killjoy as well. But this round from God Particles, that showed some promises, getting those early pickoffs. The mid-round call coming from Shivi, most probably. that got them those entries and that man advantage. Well, Truerippers being picked off one by one, and the round going for God Particles. Well,
Player standing.
if one tap God, he landed that, that could have changed the scenario of the round. As we see a quick approach coming from God Particles once again, but SkyGod denying. He's being a bit hesitant there.
Well, if he picks up the ultimate off, he gets the showstopper for himself, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And look at one tap God up close with the operator. Did he spot him? Yes, he did. He knows that there's one there. Takes a shot, goes back, and that Recon Phantom. Well, that is one of the skin that I absolutely love. That has no finisher. I mean, usually people go for the ones that, that has a finisher, right? Only Zed is a really good one. But yeah, back to the game. 4-1, 5 versus 5 still. The KO and Cypher have the ultimates available on the side of Truerippers, and it is going to be a B execute happening right now. Look at that ultimate coming in. We'll get a lot of information. A beautiful flash while on tap. God takes a kill on to SkyGod. Down to a 4 versus 5, making it a 5v fight as Knight Rider just resurrected SkyGod, but he's going to get taken down yet again. Knight Rider gets a kill on his crosshair. Beautiful kill. Once again, one tap. God popped it up, gets himself a triple, gets to the fourth. While Bones assists him, gets himself a double. God Particles, they are completely destroyed here onto us a B side just by one tap God and Bones combined.
What a round from Truerippers. They knew it was gonna be a B hit. God Particles, they seem to be rushing B in the beginning, but they had to fall back as they seemed hesitant, and when they tried to come back again, one tap God and Bones, they were ready for it, and they did not let them go in at all. The resurrection being invested as well and being denied immediately by one tap God. That gives them
And the Omen's ult.
extra boost. Oh yes, that was being used for information, I assume, as he had used from the shadows towards the rafter position, and that was denied immediately. Well, the information was there, but the entries didn't quite come in.
And
for
was
the side
Seekers
of
used?
God Particles. Was it? I'm not so sure about
Because I
that.
see Shivi sitting on 2/7. I mean, you get one when you die, so either he had 1/7 in the previous round, or he got maybe he got a kill on the Seekers was used. But either way, it doesn't really matter. God Particles once again. Unfortunately on the back foot, but here we have Crosshair disconnecting. So we are waiting in for him to come back. Technical issues here and there. One tap God once again, 11-4. Last time it was Knight Rider on Jet popping off, and I think Knight Rider not being on that Jet, they are unable to enter here. That's the thing here. They're unable to enter into any site. Last time on A, they did manage to enter, but that was all thanks to SkyGod's entry towards Heaven, right? He still got tagged by one tap God. Keep in mind, there was a leg shot there. Imagine if that was a body shot. Once again, the round would have gone in the favor of Truerippers, and God Particles would have been sitting on 6-0. Sorry, 0-6, if you ask me. But God Particles, they just need to find a better way of entering into the side. Maybe, I mean, they have a lot of flashes. They have 3 flashes in total, combined with the wall as well as the boombot and the nade coming in. Logista has his turret, so as soon as the entry does happen, he can successfully defend the site. So all they need is to somehow find a way so that Ember, Scar, and Logista can enter the site.
And that's the thing. They have a lot of flashes, but they can't get much control. There's only Logista with his nanostorm that can clear out some angles, and maybe Boombot can get some information around the corners and maybe detect some players. But other than that, they don't have much control. If you had that Viper, if you had that Astra, if this was before the patch, even if you played in this patch, that will actually give you the initial control that you require for the team, especially on this attacking side. And that is not there on the side of God Particles right now. And I think that is taking a big toll on them as they struggle on this attacking side.
Don't tell me that showstopper is gonna be wasted. Oh no, it's completely was to waste. Beautiful flash coming in from Crosshair there to completely confuse SkyGod. And then he jumps down.
That's a lot of control though.
That's a lot of control, but that's an ultimate being, wasted. But at the same time, yes, you're right. A lot of control, but here's the thing. They're not taking control of B. They're going towards A, where one taps God. That's a fake ult coming in. SkyGod now. He can be, getting that kill, but he can go down there. He has no control right now. There you go. Crosshair's position is really, really good. He takes taken down by Knight Rider, though. That's gonna be a Phantom retrieved. Down to a 4v4. And no! Relic this time whips! And so does one tap God. That is something you don't see every time.
Well, quick calls coming from both the sides.
30 seconds
That was a
left.
collat. Oh my god.
One enemy remaining.
That was a
Oh my
collab.
God.
And one tap
tap
God
God.
gets himself another one onto Knight Rider. Down to a 2 versus 1. He takes a bit of damage, down to 45. Flash is available. Oh, never mind, it's not available. Shivi's the only one
You need to
surviving
be
right now.
careful here.
He needs to land a couple of hits. He does land one, but Master lands a couple. Shivi goes down, and somehow God Particles lost this one. I don't know what's happening, Daffy.
I think it was jiggling between mid to B tower to A tower. I think it was, they couldn't read it properly, and I think it was Truerippers at the right place at the right time getting those kills.
This collab.
One tap God. Credits to this guy. Look at this guy going
30 seconds
insane
left.
with all those kills.
One enemy remaining.
And that collateral did help him a lot.
Charges left.
Getting those initial kills is always important. There was so much control for God Particles with that showstopper and the paranoia being used towards B. Well, that's a spike down in this round. And that's going to be retrieved immediately. And one tap God. He wants more.
Oh.
He spotted Scar God. And hit all of those Truerippers.
Beautiful crossfire there from Relic and Master. Will take down Scar God. And look at this. Crosshair might be able to get one, and that's Logista goes down. One tap God. He wants this kill on the Knight Rider. Will he get it? He lands beautiful shots there with the shotty as well. Yep, I know it's not a lot of control that you need to get that shot with the shotty, but still, nice jump peek coming in from him. Is that the 7th round? Yes, that's the 7th round. And Daffy. I mean, our initial prediction that God Particles might take it 2-0.
One enemy remaining.
Well, that has gone south completely. I mean, at least it looks like it's gonna go south completely.
Well, it is on the defense side, and well, Truerippers, they are playing amazingly well. The information that they're getting, like in this round itself, when one tap God, he knew there was one player around the corner, and look at everyone. They were pushing it, they flashed it, and they just cleared out the angle. They got so much information. They knew that there were players towards sewers as well, and there was a guy holding from male watching sewers. They're working so well with this information. It's props to the IGL making those shot calls and taking complete charge of the map right now. Map control is so important, and Truerippers, they are doing it perfectly right now. And God Particles, well. Not getting those map control is costing them these rounds, and the lead is apart from 6 now. And that timeout, let's hope that timeout is gonna help them into something new going towards this half. Let's hope they have a game plan going forward, and maybe actually take it to 7-5, which will still be very good for them going into the next half.
Yes, anything, anything 4, maybe even a 4 is a good one, but one tap says otherwise. Gets a beautiful shot on the Scar and also goes back. Well, one tap God and Scar God, I think it's kind of obvious who's the better God now.
Well,
Bad jokes.
one tap God certainly good here, but well. Oh, this smoke is denying so much information. Now that is control for God Particles, but that Seekers is gonna get them so much information. Now, do they decide to push this? Bones and one tap God, they are still around that corner. Ember using that paranoia, the counter paranoia coming in, but Knight Rider was there to take him out. Now one tap God towards B side along with Crosshair. They're gonna find 2, 1
Spike
each.
down
Now
B.
Shivi.
One enemy remaining.
What one tap God being tagged there. And now he's pretty low. Shivi in a 1v3 situation, pretty doable for him. But one tap God with that shirt, he was ready for it. And that is the most ideal gun that you can hold on to in such a awkward position.
Man, oh man, somehow. Okay, 7-5 is not on the cards anymore. 8-4. Let's just hope. 8-4. I'm gonna keep it up to 9-3. I mean, even if it's 9-3, I still think God Particles might have a chance. But if it's 10-2, then things are gonna get interesting. Because look at the buy coming in right now. Knight Rider gets himself a Spectre, Shivi, Sheriff, Ember, Sheriff, Logista, Sheriff, Scargod, Spectre. High probability that Truerippers might walk away with the win in this one as well. But I mean, for the sake of God Particles, we're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say they might still have a really good chance of winning this because they already took B Heaven's control, and that's a lot of control. Scargod, do not be greedy, do not push that, because one tap is coming in. And okay, what? One tap, he's flashed. That cabbage ate him alive, and Scargod will be the one taking him down. And there you go, God Particles now finally showing some signs of life.
Spike down B.
It's always rounds like these where they don't have the greater weaponry that they actually try to win it. And this round is no different. That Seekers, that's so much. It looked like God Particles, they knew that B Heaven is the best play that they can take control of with the help of that Paranoia. And they even had the Seekers this time. And well, Truerippers, they left it. It looked like they wanted to play retake, but it did not work out perfectly for them as the Seekers found them all off guard. And now it's just Master in 1v4. Very much doable, but Knight Rider is gonna take him out as God Particles are gonna take this round thrifty and give second round for themselves.
Boy, that was insane coming in from the side of God Particles, and beautiful, beautiful gameplay coming in from them. Yes, 8-2, and now 8-4 is on the cards, and God Particles. All they need is to capitalize, and they did make it work with 3 sheriffs. So with the oh wait a second, Knight Rider has the operator picked up. Okay, let's see how this one comes out, because he's a sage. He's not a jet. He's a sage, so that can be an issue sometimes. But if he can get himself a couple kills, that is good enough for the side of God Particles to capitalize. And also, look at that. There's a lot of damage dealt to one tap God there towards mid.
Now that is a gap towards A tower now. As God Particles, they're making their way towards the Vents position. But there is a trap. That is going to give them information that someone has lurked towards it. And well, Truerippers, they are pretty much ready for it. Master, he knows.
Here.
And this might very much be a hit, as that spy cam is going to reveal position of Ember there. And Relic, oh, he's anchoring this side perfectly, but he does go down to Scargod as Master is going to find Shivi, and Bones is there to help him as he used his ultimate there. Now it is a 2v2 resurrection available on Knight Rider. Where does he use it? He has to move his way towards this A tower that they have control of. That Bear Orb is going to block off one tap God there, as Scargod has been resurrected here. Bones still available towards the screen's position. He's gonna spot one. Struggling a bit there as Logista is gonna find him. Take him out. And now just one tap God. Going down to the operator of Knight Rider. Well, coming into play right there.
Well, that was
Last round before the switch.
kind of weird. We didn't see Bones miss a lot of shots. We didn't see one tap missing those easy up shots, but this round they kind of did. So
Spike down
it is getting to their heads now, slowly. That was a 2v4, by the way. They pulled off. I mean, yes, there was a resurrection coming into play, but still, that was a 2v4 that they made into a 3v2. And then got the round for themselves. Now the final round of the first half. No, Knight Rider. That's it. That's what happens if you're not a jet. I mean, even if he was a jet, he would have gone down there because of the suppress. But he didn't have anyone to back him up. Not really sure what that was about. Crosshair.
Beautiful play coming from Crosshair right there. Oh, as he gets detained at the right time. But Bones, he's there to help his teammate there. He's gonna trade him. He finds Ember, but Logista takes him out. And now it's a 1v2 for him.
I mean, that was weird. But yeah, God Particles down to a 1v2 right now, and one tap God already behind him. Easy kill. 9-3, so I'm still gonna give God Particles the benefit of the doubt here and say that it might be a 9-3 curse. You never really know. But if this pistol goes in the favor of one tap, well, then there's just nothing that can stop them from taking it home 2-0.
Well, absolutely. 9-3 curse on split. Very real. On this map, I would say that it can get very real, and this might be the case here again. But let's see what Truerippers have up their sleeves going in this attacking half now. They had a lot of setups on the defensive side. Well, I'm excited to see how they set themselves on this attacking side. They have a very interesting lineup to create a lot of plays, actually.
We want to take that mid. Truerippers trying to push him towards that mid area, but that pain shield is gonna delay them for a second, and also the wall. Well, the wall is great on the first pistol round because, you know, it's not broken that easy. It takes a while to break it. But God Particles, once again, Scargod takes a bit of damage, but it's still gonna manage to get the kill on the bones. There is the heal available, and he will be healed up. Relic, on the other hand, lurking yet again, but will not be getting any kills just now. And look at that dash coming in. One tap got caught off guard. They're making their way towards A, but it's been heard, which means the rotations are happening, and God Particles might just get themselves the 4th turn on the board here.
Well, with the 2-man down, Truerippers, they still managed to get that spike down. They have the A side, but they don't have the numbers advantage right now, as all the players from God Particles, they are expecting a push coming in, which is very expected. And well, that was the case towards team's position, as Shivi is gonna find Crosshair towards side, and now God Particles 1v3. Relic's position is given away, as Knight Rider is gonna take him out and take the pistol round in the second half. God Particles looking to make a comeback.
Well, I mean, first time, by the way. That was the first pistol victory for the side of God Particles in 2 matches and 4 halves. So, now since that's a change, God Particles might just have it in their favor, you know, all these weird things that I believe in. I don't know, man. But yeah,
it seems very doable.
it's doable.
There's no lie in there. It is very doable. If they can capitalize on this and just not give away any thrifty rounds and build up a momentum, within a matter of minutes, the score lines will seem very close, and that'll give them a big confidence boost. And as Knight Rider and Scargod, the players that are so good at their mechanical skills, taking the mid control so important for them. As Knight Rider, he finds Bones there. So Logista has found Relic, who has been flanking,
Player standing.
Knight Rider, he gets 3rd there. And Masha is there to take him out with that classic. He's gonna hear one more. There's not much he can do, can he? Oh, that Trailblazer. Bit questionable there. But that did not climb the box there. And well, that was round secured for God Particles. A much needed one, as they make their way forward to a bonus round, hopefully for themselves.
And there you go. Pretty easy. And let's see, God Particles, if they get this bonus, they shouldn't bonus, if you ask me. They should just invest at least 1 Vandal or a Phantom. But I don't think anyone died there, unfortunately. I mean, no one wants to invest there, unfortunately. But God Particles, if they get this, they'll be getting the 7th on the board potentially. But if they lose this, Truerippers, they'll be getting that double-digit score line. And Master with the KO. Let's see how he plays this one out right now. Beautiful paint shell, beautiful flash as well, pushing away everyone. They are not even letting Truerippers enter the ramp. They are all fighting towards this. Logista gets that kill on the Relic. Look at this fight coming in from God Particles. They're not even letting Truerippers get that, the ramp control. Even the main control, as a matter of fact. And Logista,
what a fight here.
his position is great.
The spike is down. They're forcing this fight because they don't want to Truerippers to take that spike control back. As Marsha, the quick trades are coming in, but SkyGod is ready to take them all out with that Spectre. But Bones, he's gonna swing at the right time. Now it is all down to him. A 1v2 for him. He's gonna use a Shower Step to juke them out. I think Ember is ready for that. He heard them all. But Ember just running and gunning towards him. God Particles are going to secure that bonus round. What a fight towards A lobby there. It seemed like both the teams, they just wanted that A lobby control so bad. The early spike down from Crosshair that just forced God Particles to take complete control of it, and they had every bit of utility to do so, and they did so.
Boy, oh boy. God Particles getting themselves the 6th and now potentially the 7th one as well. Knight Rider is baiting. He doesn't need that orb, guys. He doesn't need that orb. Oh, one tap! Oh no.
That
was
is
sick.
not something that should happen.
Well, this is not Iron Chef, so I think Reaver is better. Chef?
Definitely. Well, they gotta make sure that they don't lose any more people there.
Oh.
Escargot from the rope?
Oh.
How does that work? Bringing back to, but Crosshair, he's found Logista now. As Masha, he finds Shivy. It's only with the Sheriff. And now they have the side control, and the spike is gonna go down. As Bones, he's gonna put it down. They have the numbers advantage as well. As Relic, he's gonna find SkyGod as well with that Sheriff. Now it's just Ember in a 1v3. He did find Crosshair there. That flash is gonna completely blind him, but Truerippers playing it pretty safe. They didn't go for it. They just make a mistake. Looks like they did make a mistake, as Ember is gonna clutch it out for God Particles. 1v4. Looks like his hands are off the keyboard as he celebrates
disconnected.
that
His
play.
internet. No, not this way.
He's back. He's got time. He's got time. He's got time. Oh my God, that
was
would have been
close.
very unfortunate. That would have been very unfortunate. I thought he had his hands off the keyboard celebrating.
I know. Exactly. Then at the end I was like, wait, he doesn't take this long. I mean, no one's gonna take this long. They're gonna be, a little conscious about what's happening. I also thought that he was kind of just celebrating, but then I was like, wait a second, why is he not moving? The time's ticking. 1 second. Imagine if his internet didn't come back.
Oh, that would have been very
But once again, that was a
unfortunate.
great round from Truerippers though.
Truerippers did pretty great, but post round, well, I think that was some miscommunication. I think they could have gotten Ember right there and then when he was flash. I think they just wanted to play it too safe. But it wasn't too safe. They were playing close and they weren't able to trade out either. It would have been a safer call if they had decided to flash and actually fall back into sight, keeping Ember guessing on where the players might be. But well, Ember, that was a clutch for him. It was meant to be. And now look at the scoreline, Edge. It's so close.
Yes, and we have a technical pause coming in as well from the side of God Particles. Obviously, their Ember is having some issues with the internet, as we all know. So we're just gonna wait for it to at least, be constant or reset at least, so that he doesn't have that issue going on forward. And we are gonna be resuming the timer. 9-7 is the scoreline, and God Particles from 6-round deficit to 2-round.
Look at this. Killjoy isn't there on site, so she's able to comfortably use those nano swarms. That is gonna delay the entry, as Ember's found one tap God, as Knight Rider is gonna find two there. Now it's 2v5, a 2v4 already. Master is on site, but the spike is not down and not in his control yet. As Knight Rider, he's gonna use his resurrection as well. But Crosshair, he was ready for that. He took him down immediately. SkyGod, he does have a showstopper if he decides to use it. And he does. And for nothing.
Yet again.
One enemy remaining.
Now all down to Crosshair. Let's see how good his crosshair placements are. and his placements are down to a 1v3. He can actually get this one beautiful shot there onto Shivi. He's predicting. No, the position is completely off guard.
Oh, look at the HP on Knight Rider. He was dinked through that wall. It's 55 HP.
He's holding. He's
Both of them
holding.
one hit.
30 seconds left.
But I don't think he'll peek until he gets the sound cue. There you go. Now he gets the sound
I
cue.
got the spot.
Down to a 1 versus 1. And I think he gets the heal there. And he does get it. And he's going to get it up to 60, 65. That is going to be good enough. But how long for the flash? I want to see how long it takes for the flash. And I think it's already up. We'll be flashing him. Don't peek it! Crosshair after everything you do right. One small mistake. But what a round once again. Coming in from him. That 180 headshot, man. But Knight Rider, he's just feeling himself today. He's on another level. Both Haven and on the map of Split as well. On a Sage, don't forget that.
Buried.
So calm and composed, clutching it out for the team. That could have gone so south. Crosshair, well, as you mentioned, his crosshair placement, he showed a great one. And
Well, that
this
was
one,
almost
he
in his
could.
clutch.
He had it, but that guiding light that suggested that Knight Rider might have already made his way inside when he threw the gun that was trying to fake the drop, and Knight Rider played it perfectly there.
One tap almost wasted his blades onto the Tiger there, but look at this, man. Truerippers and God Particles. It's down to 9-9. The scoreline's gonna be tied up, unless Truerippers pull off an incredible and miraculous round here on as a thrifty, I believe. Maybe. Oh yeah, never mind. It won't be a thrifty because they have forced with those specters.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's been invested there. Knight Rider has been spotted, and I think Ember's Paranoia was spotted as well there, suggesting that there are two players towards B. The rotation is going to come in as the Killjoy lockdown has been invested from God Particles. The spike is, however, going to go down. How do they decide to play this post plan? As Scargod, he's pushing his way all the way, and he's going to find Bones as well. And now it is just down to Relics, who is on an adventure. And he's been hurt. There's no way he can do anything about this except save that weaponry for Truerippers. Well, the scoreline tied.
Ooh, 90 curse in play. Is he gonna go the distance? Because now we're back to the start. 9-9. Wait, isn't this the previous round? Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, they all they needed was the cage result, and they did get one kill on the side of Truerippers, and that's about it. But let's see, full buy round coming in. Two players with only light shields can be an issue sometimes. Can be an issue for those phantom headshots. But let's see. They know that there's one towards A, but do they know that it's only one and not multiple players trying to take down the wall? Did he get it? Oh, he didn't get the orb. Okay. So somehow he was actually. It's gonna be Sky. But on the other hand, one tap God takes down Scar God. Once again, a God diff.
Knight Rider, he's deciding to stay towards his A position as he knows Relics has been lurking towards it. Seekers have been invested here. That's gonna give them so much information. Bones going down, the controller being down. Now Relic being found as well from Knight Rider. He spotted Master, and that is gonna pull in the rotation on the side of God Particles as Knight Rider. He's gonna call for backup as he knows there are multiple players around A lobby right now. Truerippers taking it a bit slow now. They do not have the man advantage. Master is gonna spot Knight Rider.
Oh, they don't know where Sky is. They don't know where Sky is, and Shivi will be getting one while Knight Rider gets himself 4. Yeah. It was just these two players that held on to A side, and they also have the lead now. Taffy, 10th round on the board for them.
Who would have thought? Well, I think we did predict the 9-3 curse. Well, I think it was a big morale boost, big confidence boost when Ember clutched that round 1v4. That gave them so much momentum, and I think that's taken a big mental toll on Truerippers right now. that they have found no answer on this attacking side. Whatever they do, they are getting shut down right now. No matter what approach they have. Oh, one tap God. Oh, he's found Ember.
Wow, that was good. That was absolutely beautiful to watch. And SkyGod gets himself a double on the other hand. But God Particles, man, they're just, you know, on another level right now. They are countering everything that Truerippers do. And Truerippers, they are unable to find a solution to their problems. I mean, the solution is to obviously eliminate everyone, but that's not happening. And the side of God Particles, the comeback has already happened. The only thing that's left is for them to... Why?
Spike planted.
Why, Relic? I thought he was gonna play it safe and that would have been a free B. That would have been a 3 versus 3. All down to one tap. God, he gets one and that's it. But Relic, he should have been a little more patient, I guess. Maybe.
I think he wanted to help out his teammates as they were a man down. And well, all props to SkyGod with that smart positioning. There's no way I really could have expected that.
Down mid.
Well, 3 rounds for 3 kills for SkyGod in that round. Now Truerippers in a very awkward
Player standing.
position here. This might very much well go into the third map now.
Yep.
Oh.
11 to 9. Raw Particles. Third. That's the third ultimate. I'm gonna keep a count here. SkyGod loses the third ultimate once again. SkyGod getting that kill. On to one tap. Got a beautiful flash coming in. Gets 1, gets 2. Mastering Crosshair.
Oh, wow.
Get themselves 1 each, but Knight Rider in the hand gets himself a double. Oh no, Relic and Bones. They get taken down and the resurrection comes into play. Shibi gets back to life. Got Particles now. A 3 versus 2. The only player on B is KJ. And if they can just make their way towards this without losing anyone, then they can actually try to play it off. A 2 versus 3. But Logista,
Spike down.
he's ready for this. His crosshair placement is better than crosshair right now. And look at that flank. Knight Rider, 12th round on the board. God Particles. 9-3 to 9-12. 9 rounds back to back. I mean, we were impressed by the side of Truerippers getting 5 rounds back to back on the attacking half on the map of Haven. How impressive is this? 9 rounds back to back on this attacking side of Split.
Oh, well, I can't believe it. But well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Split defense for you. It can always be in your favor. And well, this is not the first time we are seeing such a comeback being played. And well, God Particles playing it to perfection. I think they are going to be taking this to the third map, Fracture, where both the teams, we haven't really seen them. I think it's safe to say that this comeback has been made, unless Truerippers can actually take a mental timeout from this comeback. That the tactical timeout they have taken. Let's hope. I wish they took this earlier. This is way too late in the round, and I think it just might.
This thing reminds me.
Might
of
be
Vibey,
just too
man.
late.
It reminds me of Vibey, like the way that he takes the timeouts exactly when the opponent teams, reach that final map point. He just takes the timeout. Then I think, yeah, you're right. I think when the scores were tied up 9-9, I think that is when there was a need for the timeout. But now I think it's a bit too late. God Particles. I mean, it's not over yet. Yes, Truerippers can actually make a comeback, getting the 3 rounds and taking us into overtime. But God Particles, they only need 1, and they have 3 rounds for that.
Well, they do have 3 ultimates available in this round. KO's ultimate and the Seekers being availed on Crosshair here. And well, I think this has happened in the past where they used it to make their way towards A. And Logista is already setting up for that. This is a mind read coming from God Particles, and it might just pay off for them. Look at that. His setup is Nano Swarms. That is going to delay the A main push if they decide to do so. And he's going to go all the way towards B.
Huh? I mean, yeah, it can work, but we have another technical pause coming in, so we gotta wait for the player to come back. But Truerippers, 3 rounds, can they make it happen? There you go, timer resumed, ultimate comes out from Master, Seeker's out as well. Truerippers, this is the final run, and the run that they're going in for deals a lot of damage. They take a lot of damage now. Master almost down. There's Shivi, I'm sorry, Crosshair, he needs to heal his teammate there, but the spike is planted, a good thing. Bladestorm available, Omen's ult available as well. Crosshair, he needs to stay alive. This is a great position for him, but that boombot will give away his position. Oh no, one tap God though on the other hand, who takes down SkyGod down to a 4v5. It's doable right now for the side of Truerippers.
Well, look at the control that one tap God is getting for them. He's made his way towards A heaven there as he finds third there. Knight Rider, he knows someone was lurking around him, and now keeping their hopes alive as Logista takes down, as Knight Rider finds Bones as well. Now it's just down to Relic in a 1v2. He's found Logista. Now he all needs to do is buy the time, but is there going to be enough time? No, there is not going to be, as Truerippers finally finding one round on this attacking side for themselves. And well, is this going to put the halt on God Particle's momentum? Is this going to be enough?
Well, I mean, I was going to be disappointed if God Particles. I mean, I would have been disappointed in Truerippers, to be honest, if they would have let God Particles take home after a 10-round back-to-back win. But yeah, finally they got themselves a win on the attacking half, and now there's maybe minor chance. But is there a mistake in the buy? I don't see Relic having any weapon there. Did he screw up?
It's because they were down to a 1v1.
But yeah, he had 1900. But once again, Truerippers opening things up. A 3 versus 4, and Relic has not bought. He could have bought himself a Spectre at least, man.
Well, looks like they have found the entry towards B, as one tap God, he's going insane in this past couple of rounds, as he has found third one in this round as well. And now it's just Logista in 1v3. He's been spotted as well. One tap God, he's being greedy here as he goes down to Logista. Relic, does he have a weapon now? I'm not sure if he has the shield to fight this, but they better play it safe if they don't want to throw up this round and take this to third map. Master is gonna flash. He's gonna get the information. Oh no,
if you just
it's not looking good, but well.
Oh.
They were ready for it. They wanted to trade it out, and they did it perfectly. Now 11 to 12. Truerippers finally finding the answer, it seems, on how God Particles have been defending. They're finding that gap holds towards mid as well, capitalizing on it. One tap God doing his job with 31 kills. 31.
I know exactly.
Last time it was Knight Rider. On Jet, this time it's one tap God. I mean, yes, one tap was also having a great time on Haven. But yeah, this final kill, I actually thought that maybe Logista will line it up, but that wasn't the case. And the only question I have right now, Daffy, what was Truerippers doing up until now? Like, why did they let them go ahead with 9 wins back to back?
They needed that tactical pause.
Exactly. And no, Bones goes down. That ultimate and that sneak play, it failed miserably. And look at one tap God. He's not spotted. SkyGod doesn't know that someone's actually crossed. He doesn't know that Crosshair is here as well, but maybe he does, and he will actually take him down. It's going to be Master with the trade, and one tap God gets one onto Knight Red as well, down to a 3 versus 3. But there is Omen's ult and the lockdown available. B-side, it's only Omen, and that's Ember trying to hold on to the side, trying not to lose this winner bracket match, because if you lose this, God Particles, I mean, if you lose this, obviously it's overtime, but if you lose that, they are going to go down to the loser bracket. But if they win this, they will be going on to that deciders map of Fracture, which I believe everyone's excited. And oh, Ember's position is not known. Relic will be the one catching him off guard. He almost got the kill on the one tap God. One tap God still goes down nevertheless. Logista will be the one, in the lockdown will come into play. And now let's see, because that swarm grenade is not going to be of any help. And if Shivi goes down here to Master, what? That was kind of weird to watch. But
Player
now in a
standing.
1v1, what do you think? Relic versus Logista.
Oh
Timing is
my
everything.
goodness.
Timing is everything, and Relic has a really good watch. That is a bad
Calls
joke
for a
again.
celebration. They don't seem to be much happy. Well, they have found the answer. They have tied the scoreline. And God Particles, it seems like the pressure is now getting back to them now. As, well, Truerippers finding that answer. It went. This was a very awkward situation for Master. He was not sure whether he peeks that or not. And Relic, he had to be crispy there.
12-12 overtime number 1 here, Daffy. You still think Truerippers have this in the bag?
Well, if they play like this, they do.
Blind.
They were pretty good on the defense. They have to take this defense round as well. They have given up the control towards A lobby and Rams. There's a trap available. Oh, Relic trying to play through that wall there, through the box. It's not gonna find anyone.
Here.
Wow.
Chivi there to trade him out immediately. Master, he spotted Chivi, but that is going to pull a lot of rotation on the side of Truerippers. Master, he's found Ember. That is the controller down. As one tap God, he's found Chivi. What is happening? The trades.
And they one tap. That's 3 Bs. Oh, 3 Bs for him. He had 2 bullets, and that's all he needed. He needed only 1 to be exact to land it on to Logista's head. But Truerippers once again with the lead after a really long time. After a really long time, Truerippers finally gaining that momentum back in their favor, and they need 1 round to kick the one of the best teams right now, God Particles, down to the loser bracket and make the advance to the upper bracket themselves. But look at this, 2 bullets, and he only needed 1. One tap God is feeling himself right now.
Looks like a fast hit coming from Truerippers. Might this be the answer for them? As one tap God. He's gonna know Scar God is there as he takes him out. And now the rotation. Look at Truerippers doing that quick rotation. One tap God. He manages to get away from that? How is that possible? Now look at Truerippers. They're already making their way towards B, where only Ember is left. He's been spotted as Relic is gonna take him out, and that is B side given up. As Relic goes more, Logista goes down. Knight Rider, he has found one tap God that was lurking towards sewers. And now a 2v4 for God Particles as Shivi. He wants to keep this match in the bag as he takes one out. Still a 2v3 for them. Not much information on their side. They need to defuse that spike. He's gonna spot Crosshair as Crosshair takes him down, and Master is gonna close it out. And Truerippers almost choking that map from 9-3 lead, taking it back to overtime and closing it out. In the first overtime itself, why did not they take the tactical timeout earlier? Maybe they could have closed it out earlier. And well,
I mean, they're
look at
happy.
that celebration.
Exactly.
They're happy.
They're
happy they didn't choke it.
And I mean, I'm happy for them as well, but at the same time, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to see the map of Fracture here. There you go, Truerippers. Congratulations for winning the map number 2 split. Okay, a minor technical issue there, that typing error, I guess. Split. Or is that a new cool way of typing split there? Anyway, well, they win and they beat God Particles 2-0, 2-0. God Particles, who defeated some big names, who is having a great time recently. So they were defeated in 2-0, did not see that one coming. But at the same time, which means, you know what this means, Daffy. They will be moving down to the lower bracket, while the side of Truerippers, they continue their journey in the Grand Slam Phase 1 through the upper brackets as of now.
Well, thankfully, it is a double elimination and the hopes are still alive for them. Well, our prediction, it was completely wrong. We predicted that they'll take it 2-0, God Particles, but it's the other way around. It did seem like we did change it when first map was taken by Truerippers. And when they had the 9-3 lead, it kind of started getting
Mm-hmm.
skeptical. You know how the curse gets to your head, and it did happen. The comeback did happen from God Particles. Like we mentioned before, the defensive side is pretty good. On the attacking, not so much. There was not much utilities that they could use to gain some control, and that was the case for both the sides. And attacking half, both the sides, they were struggling so hard on it. But in the end, Truerippers finding the right answer. I think that was all because of that tactical timeout that they took in the last second possible.
Ex-
It paid off for them.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it was just the match point for the side of God Particles, and that tactical timeout comes in. Not really sure what. I think it was just to, calm down the team, this the adrenaline rush. They're like, maybe guys, we're losing. It was just getting to their head. But then I think they're like, it's just 3 rounds. It's not a big of a deal. And they pulled off those 3 rounds pretty easily. And then even the overtime, it was all one tap God, to be honest. I mean, he was just
Oh,
going
that
in.
guy.
He was going ham. And so was Knight Rider. Nothing to take away from him. He was on a sage, keep in head. He was
Oh,
a
yes,
sage,
absolutely.
and he was popping off, and he was the one using the operator as well. You don't get to see that a lot, a sage on an operator, especially on the map of Split.
Well, Knight Rider, even in the first map, he had 28 kills. Even in this map split with the Sage, he had 30 plus frags. That is something to be applaud about, which was so great for him. And it did look like God Particles, they had everything going on in their favor up until that tactical timeout. And well, Truerippers, well, they found the answer and they have closed it out for themselves. And they are going to be moving towards the next stage, which is going to be the upper bracket semifinals, where they'll face, I think, the winners of Team Snake and Team Valor.
Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting matchup as well. But yeah, well, I mean, tomorrow I believe it's gonna be Oculus 5 and Enigma. One of those teams will be moving on
Yes.
forward and facing Exceeli. The winner of that and the loser of that will be moving down to loser bracket and facing T69. So that is another one that I'm looking forward to. But you're right. I mean, today it was just incredible. I mean, it was supposed to be a BO3. I mean, it is a BO3 anyway. I mean, we were supposed to go down to the third map. I mean, at least in my head, I was like, for sure it was gonna go 2-1, one of these teams' favor, but did not think it was gonna go 2-0. Especially in the favor of Truerippers. I'll be honest. I'm so sorry if that offends someone, but I gotta be honest. I did not see this kind of a dominant gameplay coming in from the side of Truerippers, especially the fact that they don't have Paradox. Right. Maybe if they had Paradox, I wouldn't be as surprised. But it was all Relic. I gotta give it to him. He was absolutely insane, and also Bones, man. He was
Bones,
popping
oh God.
off, Bones. Along with Master being the perfect support that you need. Like, why don't we find someone like Master in pubs, man? I mean, we need to find some support player. I mean, he was there.
Exactly.
He was there with the flashes, with the heals, with everything that his team needs, with the trades as well. Even if I mean, it's not like, I mean, on the side of God Particles, today at least, it was just Knight Rider popping off. On the side of Truerippers, it was everyone stepping up when needed, right? And God
Well,
Particles, yes,
absolutely.
Scargod had his ups. They had their rounds, but Truerippers, I think their team was a bit more coordinated today when compared to God Particles. And I don't know what went wrong, but yeah, God Particles, that final comeback was great, but they just couldn't keep up with the momentum.
Well, Truerippers, they do look very structured coming in this tournament. And as we mentioned again, the recent patch, it's going to keep thinking, make people think about the metas they can capitalize on, the roles that they can play on. And I think it's still a experimental phase for a lot of teams. And Truerippers, I think they have a head start right now. They seem very structured, especially on that defensive side, how they were taking controls, the shot calls being made, that the way they were capitalizing on the information that they were gaining on where the players are, the map control that they were gaining. That was great to see. But similarly, for God Particles, they did it similarly well. They did not go too aggressive, but the way they were holding down onto some sides and the middle position, that was great to see. And to see teams adapt so fast to the new roles, the new patch, the new buffs, and the nerfs that have come in, it's amazing to see. And nothing to take away from God Particles. They are still a great team. They still have one more chance to make their way back into this tournament through the lower bracket finals. Well, hopefully they do so.
And before we talk a bit more about the other matches, let's take a look at the scorecard that we have here
Yes,
for this
certainly.
particular matchup. And as usual, Knight Rider, and one tap God. But this time, oh wait a second, yeah, this time Knight Rider is on Sage, and he didn't get as many kills as he got last time. I mean, there wasn't a lot of difference this time. Yes, he got more kills when compared 32 this time when compared to last 28, I believe. But this time, one tap God has 36, Crosshair 16, Master 18, Relic 18, Bone sits on 11. And on the side of God Particles, Shibi sits on 11, Ember on 13, Logista 15. Scargod had a good run there. Wait a second, is that a typo? Please tell me that's a typo. Scargod has 2 deaths. That's gotta be 12 deaths, right? Yes.
Probably. Or maybe 20.
Oh,
Probably 20.
Okay, probably 20. Because if it's 2, I was like, wait a second. How did he save 20 plus rounds? There's no way he could have saved all those rounds.
Anyway, I assume Truerippers IGL is Bones that's making all the shot calls for the team.
Oh, is that? I mean, if he is, then oh boy, man, he
I'm
is.
not so sure. I'm just assuming right now. And Shivi is definitely the IGL for God Particles. Well, even if the scoreline does not suggest that they were making an impact, but the roles that they were fulfilling on their agent picks was pretty good. And it was very noticeable the way they were taking control, anchoring sites. It was good from both the sides here. And Knight Rider and One Tap God, these two duelists, the primary duelists for the teams, they are just insane. How do you manage to get 36, 32 kills? It's
They're not the
like they are
primary duelist, by
taking.
the way. Knight Rider is not the duelist.
I mean, for the team, not in this map, but Skygod also with the 21 kill, he was very impactful as well, even though he was
Yes.
missing all his showstoppers there, but he was gaining a lot of control with that. I think showstopper, even if you miss it, it's okay. That gives you a lot of control. People run away from it, and that is map
Exactly.
control. And that was something they could not really take further control of. They had the control, but eventually we saw Truerippers contesting it back and taking back the control of certain maps, like we saw towards B Heaven, be it towards B down in mid. We always saw them coming back and taking back the map control that they lost. And while looking at this bracket, it is Truerippers moving forward to the winner bracket semifinals, where they will be facing the winners of Team Snakes and Team Valor, which will be played day after tomorrow on Sunday. As tomorrow we have Orglis 5 versus Enigma Gaming, which is going to be quite a match as well. Very excited to see Enigma Gaming playing this new patch.
I am as well. And here's the thing. Once again, Enigma, a lot of expectations from them, a lot of high hopes, but we had hopes on Car Particles as well. So I am kind of using this stupid logic of mine again. Enigma, what if they lose to Orglis 5 in 2-0 fashion? I mean, it's highly unpredictable and it's highly, it's kind of impossible, but at the same time, Orglis 5, you never really know, man. They can step up really huge. And Enigma, if they go down 2-0, 0-2, it is going to be an upset. And a major one. Even bigger than the one that Truerippers and God Particles. I did not see the 0-2 coming in. But yeah, Orglis 5 and Enigma, that's going to be an interesting matchup. All eyes are going to be on Enigma, but at the same time, all eyes are going to be on the underdogs, Orglis 5. Not exactly sure who the players are still, I'm sorry. But once again, if they can pull off an upset here, that's going to be interesting and that's going to help them. I don't know if that's the name of an org or it's just called Orglis 5 at this point, because there are a lot of teams that it has happened in the past as well. So if they are Orglis 5 and if they beat Enigma, it's going to be I'm pretty sure some orgs going to come and sign in for them.
Well, let's hope so. They are looking for orgs right here. Well, this match will be played tomorrow, 1 p.m. It is a best of 3, of course. And well, I'm sure Orglis 5, they have been practicing a lot recent times, and they probably do a lot of VOD reviews as well, because Enigma Gaming, they have played a lot of games and on a lot of maps recently. But since the implementation of the recent patch, it might all go to waste. But still, there are certain plays that cannot be replaced due to some patch or buffs or nerfs. And Orglis 5, if they have done their homework, they can actually have quite a match and maybe win this best of 3 series tomorrow.
That is true. And Enigma Gaming, all eyes, as I said once again, are going to be on them, especially after the performance they put up in the VCC. I'm really looking forward to see how they play, and also what are their strats. I mean, especially after the new patch, the new updates, and Enigma are well known for trying out some weird things, right? And
Absolutely.
I want to see if they are going to be the first team to pick up a Yoru in this Grand Slam. Yes, once again, I'm going
Don't
to
you
keep
just hope? Don't you just hope Euro is being played?
always.
Well, if we
always.
do see it, we probably might see Exceeli play it. As
Exactly.
we did see him pick up Neon on Split
Mhm.
during the VCC. Well, maybe he can pick the Euro as well. And he's a very capable player that can play any agent flawlessly. And well, let's see how they decide to play in that map. I mean,
That
in the
match.
upcoming series. Yeah. Well, let's see though. I'm really excited to see what Antidote and YB are going to plan for the team, considering the recent patch. I really want to see Astra and Viper still being played. They are such great agents. Just because of small nerfs, they shouldn't just take them out in their lineups immediately. I
Uh-huh.
really hope that they are experimenting and they are finding a way to still play those agents, as they are still very strong of a pick even in this patch.
Well, I think Astra, not really sure about that, but I think Viper is still pretty playable. At least I'm pretty sure that's what the
Mhm.
pro players think. I guess. But I think they're gonna stay away from Astra for a while now because there
Mhm.
are a lot of changes, right? I mean, Viper minor buffs, but
Absolutely.
for Astra there was some insane changes coming in. And
Mhm.
but as well, I mean, Yoru, as we were talking about him, it's completely reworked. So there are high chances that someone can keep practicing just how Neon. I mean, if Neon came out and Exceeli practiced it, I'm pretty sure he started practicing the map of Yoru as well. I mean, sorry, the agent of Yoru as well. But that's all
Mhm.
gonna be for tomorrow, because we are done for
Yes.
today. It was supposed to go 3 maps, but it ended up in a 2-0 fashion in the favor of Truerippers, moving forward in that upper bracket, while the side of God Particles are going to be continuing their journey through the lower bracket, and there is still really high hopes for them. So this is gonna be it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with August 5 taking on Enigma in the BO3 series. You know the time, you know the place, Sky Esports, and for today, I think that's it, Daffy. Yep, me and
Yes, it
Daffy
is.
are gonna be, taking a break, a big one this time, because tomorrow's match, I'm completely hyped up. I cannot tell you how much I am waiting for that one. But up until then, it's gonna be us. Up until then, oh my god, I just messed up. But yeah, take care, good night, and stay safe.
One enemy remaining. Ten seconds left. One enemy remaining.
They're dead. Take what's useful.